Yeah, he probably should have done that before he went to eat at Qdoba. Like I said, never go eat at Qdoba and then go run errands. It's a bad idea. It's such a bad idea. If you're going to eat Qdoba, get that stuff on takeout. Get that shit out on takeout. Take it home and then enjoy it from the comfort of your home where, your bathroom is maybe 2 or 3 steps away. It's fun. And I figured I might as well familiar wells. Oh my God, what am I trying to say? Might as well familiar myself with one of my favorite content creators. I'm happy to come on and disprove that. I have been asking since September to confront the hilarious lies you are telling, and for some reason you are ignoring my messages. I wouldn't imagine.
Naturally.
I wouldn't imagine that you went from being niche to being super niche. You went from computer repair isn't even niche. This is super niche. You don't get to apologize for spurging when people connect the dots with info you and your bull put online. Check yourself into a rehab.
Direct reference to the Kino Casino.
I bet you he bought that for himself too. Like his wife is probably at work right now. It's over. Okay, if something happens to the Kino Casino, you're gonna get blamed. So there's no way you're out of it. They're out of it. Let me check the audio.
Computer repair through his employment at a computer repair.
Okay, so this guy is JoonTheKing. He's been on YouTube for like 1,000 years. When the cavemen were using YouTube, he was there. And this guy put out a video about 10 days ago. And yeah, 3 hours, 38 minutes. And what I think happened here is I think maybe he got to right here, 2 hours and 22 minutes. And that was going to be the end of the video. And then nuclear fallout happened. And then why wouldn't you talk about it? Right? So to sum up what I know, what I think I know, is that Jeremy about a month ago crashed out on Twitter. Now, he's been getting criticism from the Kino Casino. If you're not familiar with that channel, what they do is they're social commentators. They're just part of they clown on people online. Harmless stuff, but they, typically, I didn't even know about them until I don't know, maybe a couple months ago. And what they've been doing is they've been going on, a little bit after Anissa and Ian Jomaha, otherwise known as iDubbbz, because they're just so clippable, I guess. But no, they clown on them, they make jokes. It's just a show, right? But lately they've been criticizing Jeremy because there's been a lot of stuff coming out about him. Apparently, huge big disclosure. Okay, I like Jeremy. I did. He's slowly becoming unpalatable. This video might finish me off. I might be finished. But I've been watching his content for a while, and this guy's been grifting for longer than I knew. He's just been grifting for his... I had no idea about this guy. I thought this guy just made political, review articles online. Put him up on his YouTube. I thought it was pretty clever. So, that's all I know about him. And I used to watch him every other day or so. I don't watch him as much anymore. Not due to this, but just due to the fact that I'm usually ahead of the story that he talks about. Not always. I'll turn him on every once in a while. But this JoonTheKing guy, he came out with this massive video, basically going over Jeremy, the Quartering's decades-long grift. His whole thing, his whole spiel. Stuff I didn't even know about. So we're going to take a look at that. Might learn a few things, and then I'm going to probably skip ahead into the video to get us caught up on the Kino Casino drama. But to sum up the drama from what I know, he crashed out online, and basically threatened. And to hear everybody talk about it, 27 threats of, I'm going to demonetize your channel, I'm going to get you... He talked about having an insider in YouTube. And after he made those, I think about a week later, the Keno Casinos videos, their channel went down. I think both their channel. I know of at least one, so they've had to go and stream on Kick and Rumble. And I think the newest information is that they're able to create another channel again. But I think they came out and said, yeah, the channels are gone, which sucks. It sucks. So that's to sum up the controversy in a nutshell. I probably don't have everything right, and like I said, we're not going to watch the entire video, but I did want to get into some of the early stuff. Also, take all this with a grain of salt. I don't know whether any of this is true, but I say that about everything.
In the political commentary space, there are few as detested and as untrustworthy as Jeremy Hambly. He is Schrodinger's grifter, wealthy when there is doubt about his net worth, yet poor when fundraising through the guise of desperation.
Dude.
$80,000 in equipment. I've got $300,000 almost floating right now in debt.
He's always talking about money, too. It's like this guy created a coffee company, right? I think he was like the second or third guy to do it. I think his name is... The name of the coffee is it's called Coffee Brand Coffee. I never bought any. I was going to last year, but I just didn't. I don't like coffee that much to get it online. I'll just go down to the store and get some.
I'm saying I make well over $1 million a year just on coffee.
Jeremy has an extensive history of fundraising for every facet of his business, but also a history of videos displaying his over $10,000 RC track with custom baseball mixed dirt, his $10,000 in...
Where does he get these YouTube... I think he nuked a lot of this early stuff, not a few days ago, and then he made up some type of excuse that hackers got into it, and then it turned into, I gave the wrong information to my editor or something, I don't know, but he screwed over a bunch of other people who were working with him. One of those people was Count Dankula, I think.
Trading car packs, which he opens live, and a saltwater fish tank devoid of living fish, but not of aggressive monetization.
Here is the fish funeral fund.
Coverage of Jeremy's spending habits is often coupled with stories of...
shit. Let's go back just a bit.
In the political
That's too far back.
An important part of grifting is...
Damn, that's when he had hair, too. Look at that. You know it's old. You know it's old when he's got hair.
To sell with confidence or with purpose, not in the belief of the product.
Lose some weight, Jeremy. Come on. Come on, just lose some weight. It's not healthy.
But for the sake of personal gain. Jeremy Hambly in the...
Dude, that's like really old. He looks like he's out of high school. This dude looks like he's out of high school. Look at him. Fresh face, full head of hair. Thingy in the back. Yellow wallpaper. He's in Mexico.
2000s.
This is when he was in Mexico. Never mind, I'm just kidding.
It discovered that he was seemingly good at two things.
Always when it's yellow, it's always in Mexico. That's the rule. That's the rule.
Computer repair through his employment at a computer repair shop and persuasion.
This is a type of skill that I had realized working fixing computers, that I was good with people. I was good with sales. I was good with relationships. I was really good at relating.
Dude, shout out to JoonTheKing. He does such a good job. It looks professional.
To people.
It's got that documentary-esque type music and everything.
And enrolling in management computer systems courses at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, discovered he was not good at two things, just one.
It was really just hardcore coding, which I'm awful at.
Jeremy struggled with his programming classes.
I've been thinking about entering a coding boot camp. I don't think I'd be good at it.
Often skipping classes to instead stay home and drink. In a single semester, he was placed under scholastic probation as his grade point average dipped below what the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater was willing to accept. Jeremy, through a tribunal, was given a chance to explain why he should be allowed to return to the college.
I decided to go into my tribunal and say, like, look, I'm changing my major. I think I'd be really good in marketing, and here are the many reasons why.
God, man. The whole college grift was... Are we done with college yet? Are we about ready to throw away that model?
I'm having problems with my girlfriend and being away from home because I knew how to play on people's heartstrings, you know?
Jeremy's emotional plea worked. He returned to the school to study marketing. Jeremy was refining his craft, claiming that he excelled in his marketing courses, eventually graduating with a Bachelor in Arts in Marketing in 2005 and a Master's of Business Administration in Marketing in 2007. It was this same year that Jeremy created his first YouTube channel.
Dude's got a master's degree and literally grifts on the... I know, I get it. You could make a lot more money doing what he does. I mean, maybe not now.
Combining his college degree
Got a master's degree and just literally does YouTube stuff.
and his experience with computers.
The first video in our series, From the Eyes of a Computer Tech.
Be Your Own IT was a channel primarily made to convince viewers to visit Jeremy's website, beyourownit.com. In both areas, Jeremy heavily promoted his personal computer repair courses, laptop repair courses, and even a guide on how to start a computer repair business.
So from the so this guy was grifting with computer stuff early on. Okay. Well, I mean, you have a master's in business administration, a bachelor of arts in marketing, and you're the computer guy. Okay. I think we know where he lands now.
Eventually, he would sell the physical tools needed for computer repair. Among the hundreds of videos encompassing guides, general information on computer components, and advice, few would be
It wouldn't shock me if I was actually on this before.
archived.
I used to do a little computer repair stuff back in the day. I don't do it anymore.
The videos that were would haunt Jeremy for decades.
At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the.
Okay, what is this? Is this going to turn into CSAM?
Variety. I don't really know if there's any tack way to put that. The point of this video is just to remind people that, you know, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens.
Dude's giving away the game. He just gave away the entire computer tech industry game. I think people already knew this, though. I mean, look at the Hunter Biden stuff.
So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see, you know, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can.
While some
Or maybe just don't have it in there.
would see this video as informative in how computer techs have access to users' personal information, others would eventually view this as Jeremy, per his specific example, advising predators on how not to get caught. For the time being, this video was buried under...
Hey, guys, shh. When you take your computer in to the computer guy, he might actually find out. Just saying. That's good advice, Jeremy. Very good advice back in the day, I guess. Holy crap. Is this guy telling on himself?
under popular tutorial videos of questionable quality. Jeremy soon
Nah, I wouldn't make that accusation. Literally no accusations. Although there are other accusations. That we might have to look at.
moved on from this channel. Not from disinterest, but rather the interest of who Jeremy claims was a venture capitalist, or VC.
Wait. Who's this? Is this Friday Night Tights? I know these guys. I don't know them. This guy is Heels Babyface. This guy crashed out like a year ago over something. I can't remember, but he went viral. This guy is Gary. He's a felon. Nerdrotic is what he goes by, I guess. And this is Jeremy. He's rocking the Knuckles. Ryan Canal. Don't know who that is. Don't know who any of these guys are.
Some VC guy bought that channel from me, and I think I got $160,000.
That's got to be an old video because Nerdrotics is looking thinner in the face than he used to.
So I got a big check. This was when I was 22 years old, 23 years old.
Side note, it is impossible for Jeremy to sell that YouTube channel
I need this hat.
the age of 22
I want the black Sonic version.
or 23. With his year of birth being 1983, it would place the transaction in 2005 or 2006, a year or two before his channel was even created. Regardless, Jeremy's claim does seem to hold some merit. As early as 2011, there were different hosts on the Be Your Own IT channel. With this potential transaction, the possible selling of the Be Your Own IT channel, something changed with Jeremy's outlook on
something changed. You mean a guy who actually knows computers?
YouTube.
See, this guy looks like he knows computers. I'm just saying. He looks like he knows computers.
Suddenly, channel growth could translate directly to revenue. The grift, as it were, was not entirely in the selling of products through his personal websites. It could now also be to sell a channel and the website coupled to it. This could explain RC Nightmare. a channel established August 27, 2010. As Be Your Own IT drew from Jeremy's experience with computers, RC Nightmare drew from Jeremy and his best friend Brandon's enthusiasm.
Okay, so RC now. RC now. So he's gone from computers into remote control toys. Now, brace yourself. These aren't just toys, all right? These are expensive ones. They go literally as fast as a car. Even faster, I've heard. I think one even broke the sound barrier.
For RC cars, specifically higher-end, customizable remote control vehicles.
Okay.
Some with the ability to
Yeah, that's what I thought.
pass 100 miles per hour.
Whoa.
Jeremy and Brandon began by uploading videos.
I don't even think my actual car can get up to that speed. I haven't actually tried either.
Focusing on unboxing cars and tutorial videos on how to optimize or install components. Brandon was adept in the verbal and
You run one of those things into somebody's shin, you'll probably shatter the shin. I have to imagine, right? Depends on what it's made out of. You'll either shatter the shin, shatter the car, or shatter both.
physical breakdown of the vehicles. From the aerodynamics to even the thermodynamics, Brandon speedily named off components and even their composition. Jeremy, however, often spoke of personal anecdotes and the superficial qualities of the vehicles, sometimes even struggling to remove the vehicle from its cardboard platform.
This time I'm actually a little bit better prepared to get this thing out of here.
Woo! Full head of
So
hair.
I won't
Full head of hair. This is full head of hair, Jeremy.
do my fat guy struggles bit.
And he breaks
Albeit,
it. He breaks.
I know that's a crowd pleaser. Oh, maybe you will see it. Maybe you'll get a little taste here.
Brandon's videos of this sort often outperformed Jeremy's. Regardless, there was not as much demand for information on remote control vehicles.
I wouldn't
as there-
imagine.
Naturally,
I wouldn't imagine that you went from being niche to being super niche. You went from computer repair. It wasn't even. It isn't even niche. This is super niche. I have to imagine what. Why would you do that?
this was an issue. Without significant traffic, Jeremy could not grow his accompanying website rcnightmare.com, making it both difficult to sell and more difficult to bring.
So we're already 7 minutes into the June the King, and I detect 2 failed grifts so far. Hey, look, I'll give him this. I'll give him this. Okay, he's Jeremy. He doesn't give up. A lot of people wouldn't even try this stuff. A lot of people don't. I would never go into RC cars though.
Bring advertisers on too.
That's
While
just
Jeremy
that's
did
just too
utilize
niche.
his tested strategy of nearly daily uploads, he also found a new way to boost both his channel's growth and his website's growth.
Spoilers, he never stopped. He still does the daily. He still does like 2 or 3 videos.
Even if it was artificial.
Every 250
Not RC cars though. Not the RC car grift.
subscribers we get on YouTube, we're going to give away a truck, up to 10 trucks. If we get all the subscribers in the next week,
Damn.
we'll give them all away this week.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at we're talking vintage YouTube. Is that even YouTube? Yeah, that's YouTube. No, wait, that's a promo. It's still vintage. It's still old. I remember my browser looked like
All
that.
we ask is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Now it looks like this.
come over to our forum, have at least 10 posts in the forum. Now these can be questions, comments, or answers, and reply to one blog post. That's it.
This strategy appeared to have worked. Jeremy announced a winner on November 16, 2010, and a different set of winners in January 2011. 117 participants amounts to over 1,000 forum posts.
Damn.
Just 1 month later, Jeremy made another RC-related channel, focusing on
Damn.
RC discussion with
Okay. So 2 RC channels. Friend of RC. Let me see.
both Brandon and
Man, that's old YouTube. He's got 2,595 subscribers. Woo! That's more than I got.
Jeremy present. And in June, Jeremy promised free t-shirts to any user that reaches 100 posts on the RC Nightmare forum. These are likely the same t-shirts that could be purchased on the website. Separately, and still in June, Jeremy was running yet another giveaway. Rather than focusing on forum posts, the condition to win was based on referrals.
That's crazy.
Either to RC Nightmare or friend of RC. Not
I
including
had no idea he did all this. Like, I had no idea. I thought this guy was just a political dude, a political grifter. You know, doing that I'm going to pull up this article and then I'm going to make fun of it. That's all I thought he did. I had no idea he was a computer tech. Actually, I kind of had the idea he was a computer tech guy because he talked about it a lot. but I had no idea that's how he started.
Included was the third channel in the expanding network under RC Flight School, covering remote control planes.
Planes
Following
now.
this pattern, the RC Skipper channel was created on July 1st,
Another RC channel has hit the tower.
covering remote control boats. These channels, relative to RC Nightmare, saw very little growth, possibly due to their lack of uploads. As for the website, Jeremy appears to have been drop shipping select DVDs. Quote, "Here's what we're doing with our advertising budget. Instead of building tons of websites to promote these DVD releases or buying up ad space, we spend our budget on $10 gift cards to a major online retailer. Everyone likes free money, and getting $10 for buying a DVD is essentially getting a DVD for free." Unquote. This website, apparent from the lack of updates, was
Hold on, I don't know if we're still connected. I think it quit on me. Hold on. I'm gonna check something. We're back. Little snafu.
abandoned the same month it was erected.
Whoa. Uh-oh. I'm about to be blasted. Hold on. I gotta watch the advertisers. They play music. No.
Created yet another website known as Marketing Sheriff. As with Be Your Own IT and RC Nightmare, this website had a forum, accompanying tutorials through the Marketing Sheriff YouTube channel, and offered one-on-one consulting. Quote, "Marketing Sheriff also hosts high-level online marketing video lessons."
So that's 3. He's doing 2 at the same time now. He's doing marketing. He's doing RC.
Elite.
You can't tell me this, okay? You can't tell me he's not a go-getter. You can't tell me that.
To contract negotiations.
He's the original go-getter.
And members-only forums of experts to get
Don't go into RC, kids. Don't go down that pipeline.
your questions answered right away. The Deputy Program is a group of the world's top-performing online marketing, design, contract negotiation, and all things business-oriented. Unquote. According to Jeremy, Marketing Sheriff, in focusing on servicing higher-end clients, would be his main revenue stream. Similarly successful was MTG Headquarters, a channel based on the popular trading card game Magic the Gathering.
What's up, guys?
So we're kind of getting caught up a
Jeremy
little
and
bit.
Brandon here from MTG Headquarters.
We're kind of getting caught up because I was familiar with his MTG stuff, and the only reason is because he talked about this incident that happened years ago, where he was at some type of gathering or something like Magic the Gathering. I don't know. And there was this guy who didn't like him, and I think he punched Jeremy in the face or something, or I don't know. We'll get to that.
Gathering, how's it going?
While Brandon would make appearances on MTG Headquarters, this channel was largely run by Jeremy. Rather than focusing on the strategic elements of the game, Jeremy centered his content on unboxing card sets. There were still more channels to be made, such as Team RCN and RCS Spotlight.
What?
Both of these channels were soon abandoned, as was the fate for all of Jeremy's
Okay, so that's... Okay, so we're up to, how many times has he failed now? Or just abandoned it? Because he was doing schools and RC cars, trucks, and planes. Started here.
RC related.
Man, he's a go-getter. He's a big go-getter. You know, he keeps this up, he's gonna be a regular Trump. He's gonna be a regular Trump.
Channels. As in early 2013, Brandon had moved,
Just kidding. Like Trump has like 100. He has like I don't know. I forget how many businesses he started. He's got a lot of them. A lot of them have failed.
Frequent uploads unfeasible and decreasing Jeremy's passion for the channels.
This will be the last time I explain it. Brandon didn't leave. He got a job. And his job took him to Kentucky, and I'm very happy for him.
The RC videos soon paused across the board. Jeremy claims to have sold an RC channel, but is unspecific with which one.
You know, and then I started a channel about RC cars, and I sold that.
None of the aforementioned channels have seen any uploads outside of Brandon or Jeremy. Perhaps he means he sold the website.
So he's sold these channels, but nobody updated it. Is that a lie? That's another thing that Jeremy's been doing. I think he fronts a lot. It sounds like he fronts a lot. That's one of the things that people will criticize him for, especially with his coffee company. There came out, you know, it was being criticized as like a drop shipping company, that he owns his own press. He grows the beans. He's the bean man. but a lot of people would call that into questioning.
Only that too would be devoid of updates for years to come. Even the bottom of the website's homepage displays Brandon and Jeremy as the owners. Whatever the case, the RC channels and website remain largely inactive. Jeremy's focus instead was placed on his Magic the Gathering channel and his vlog/self-improvement channel, Me vs. Me.
It just seems like he started up way too much stuff at one time. And I don't know what his goal was or how much he was sinking into this. I feel like if he had just doubled down on one thing, not the RC stuff, that stuff is like cursed.
Was established under two goals: to lose weight from a starting point of 346 pounds and to drink less.
Whoa.
Jeremy abandoned this channel.
That's another thing. He's been threatening to stop drinking. But I guess this goes back a couple decades, or a decade at least, because I think every other 5 weeks or so he says, guys, this is it. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping the drinking.
And
to be fair, I got the same issue. I can't stop drinking. Won't stop. Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Possibly his goals in just 3 months. It was here in 2013, with nearly all former projects abandoned, he finally found the success he desperately sought. In making videos opening booster packs to obtain high-value cards, by September 2013, MTG headquarters reached 25,000 subscribers.
So the card thing was a thing, right? It was a thing. It was early quartering content. Like, I know that there's channels that actually make money off that stuff. I don't know. Like, the earliest channel I think I watched, not faithfully, was probably Max Mofo. I don't think he does the card stuff. He might still do the card stuff. I don't know.
Making it Jeremy's fastest growing channel. Like his prior channels, he also created an accompanying website and focused on nearly daily uploads and giveaways.
Gonna do a giveaway coming up. Stay tuned. So, I'm gonna do a little bit of giveaway. Let's get right to it. And that's why I'm doing a giveaway right now, too. I've been trying to give these away, which are the event decks. Jeremy here from MTG
I know
headquarters doing it.
nothing about this. I know nothing. I think I played Magic the Gathering once, and I had to have a friend help me and walk me through it. I wasn't good at it. I don't know. I like card games, I guess, but the only one I really come back to is Blackjack.
Another sicko giveaway. I mean, obviously, I kept the rares, so yeah. You know, I gotta support the channel somehow.
These giveaways still required users to subscribe to MTG headquarters or the new set of trading card related channels.
Whoa.
These did not perform nearly as well as his MTG channel. It could be because of his lack of knowledge of the other trading card games. In this video alone,
Yeah, I'd never tried playing Pokemon. Never tried it. I did collect them, though, because I thought the graphic, the art was cool, so I did collect them for a little bit. But that was back in junior high. I couldn't get into that stuff now. Dude, I go to the store every once in a while, and you can't find these things anymore. I think people are actually stealing them. Like, I haven't seen a Pokemon deck in a long time. Like, every once in a while I'll see it.
he misnames one of the most iconic first-generation Pokemon several times.
Reverse Hollow Charmander. The Reverse
That
Hollow
is not a Charmander, okay? That is not a Charmander. That's Duck Duck Goose. Fiery Goose, by the way. Whatever this is, Fiery Goose.
Charmander. And a Reverse Hollow Charmander in the same pack. That happened.
Whoa. That's easily a tortoise.
And a different
It's Gun Tortoise, man. Get it right.
pack, too.
How do you not know this stuff, though? This is like early Pokemons. Like, they're up to 1,000 Pokemons now. When Pokemon was popular, when it first came out, there was only 150 of them, plus one. I think that's correct. They even had a theme song.
Though it is possible
And an anime.
that Jeremy has grown several channels for the sake of selling them, in a late 2013 vlog, he states it is because he is lonely. This channel could be a distraction to fill the absence of the friendship Brandon provided.
I do YouTube for the
This guy's married, though, right? He's married now, so I guess he hasn't always been married. I don't know when he met his wife.
community. That's
That's another thing that pissed Jeremy off, because Aquino was making fun of his relationship with his wife.
the only reason I do it. I don't do it because I want to make money. Believe me, it's a money pit. I don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
I do it to connect with people.
That's another thing, yeah. The Pokemon cards have skyrocketed in price, as I understand. I haven't even bought a pack in probably... I don't know when the last time I bought a pack. Had to have been in high school.
I don't.
Literally 1,000 years ago.
This isn't as like pathetic as it sounds, but like, I don't have friends that. Well, I have very few friends really, in general, and it's not because I wasn't popular, not because it's just life happens, and when you get older, you just don't connect with the same people you used to.
While Jeremy's loneliness is there, as
My question is, has this guy ever had a real job before? I'd have to say, I think he did. I think he'd have to, just because there's RC cars and Pokemon cards. They're kind of expensive.
he would later describe it in detail,
No,
the
he has.
motivation
He talked about it. He was a computer tech guy back in the day.
to grow his channel was also likely monetary. Whatever the case, no matter how large his channel would get, he would always desire more. Even with MTG headquarters at 54,000 subscribers, his largest channel ever, it was still not enough.
How do we get to 100,000? How do we continue to fulfill the mission statement that is basically to grow the game?
I think I started watching this guy back in 2017. Yeah, he came across, and I don't know, his the algo just spoke. It just spoke to me that day, and I was like, okay, here's Jeremy the Quartering. I don't know, I liked his shtick. He talked about a bunch of politics. Woman ages 18 to 20. What is this? Enjoy bro vibes. Thank you for commenting. I'm not sure what you mean. Let's get back into it. Look, he's still got hair.
And
2014.
such an amazing
I don't even know what his hair looks like now.
And you guys
He always
have
wears a
been
hat.
Really awesome. So I've opened a store on the website, but what I've decided to do here is actually use a service that you probably heard about called Patreon. I'm going to use it to do amazing things. I've
18
got
to
so
29.
many things planned for the website.
Is that-
I'm not going to
Is that who he goons on? I've heard there's allegations of some serious goonage.
keep any of it. 100% of it's going to go right back into the site.
Jeremy claims he would use the Patreon money to incorporate applications into the MTG headquarters website, and to have 5 dedicated writers for it.
I know it's God. I hate e-begging.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but I just think this is a great way for us to work together.
Well, I don't mind e-begging. By the way, if you're watching this video after the fact or watching it now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give Daddy Dingo a little bit of love. A little bit of love. Please. Check out the description below. I believe there was a Discord in there as well, but I might have to update the link. They tend to expire.
There to just keep the MTG community getting better and better and better, and get up and take notice, and really put together some awesome tools on mtgheadquarters.com, which is essentially everybody's website.
Jeremy, now 7 years into creating videos on
Damn.
YouTube, began to
See, at the beginning, had he just stuck with something, he probably could have grown into something else, right? Like an unwanted weed or a plant. But he keeps skipping around. He's got, what, 6 channels
refine his
now?
approach, where he began simply asking for user
And that's another thing. When the stuff went down with the Kino Casino, he was he was basically saying, yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't flag anybody, blah 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 blah. It's like that's another reason why you don't want to really make those type of threats, because the community hates false flaggers. And it's really hard to disprove. Right? It's really hard to disprove you had any involvement.
users to subscribe, and it evolved with giveaways. It was now incorporating purpose and
Let's move forward. I think I got the gist of his early livelihood.
Jeremy went on his infamous Twitter rant, spurred by this panel.
Women are playing Magic and we're here to stay, and there are only going to be more of us. And that's kind of the conversation I want to have now.
Oh, God.
Instead of just looking at it as something that is weird and to be studied.
Did I just fast forward to 2016?
Panel was streamed and uploaded in video form. It is titled Women in Magic Panel and sits at only 22,000 views. It is not at all a video of major significance and is of 4 female judges discussing their experience in the Magic community. From the sexual
Well, there you
harassment
go.
they received to wanting women in Magic to be treated as a norm in the Magic community. Louis Scott Vargas, a streamer,
Yeah, there was a big push in the gaming community around 2000. Well, it's always been there to some degree. You have to look at the Game Boys they used to try to market, the pink ones. There's always been this push to put more women in video gaming, and I guess in the MTG circles as well. Why? Money.
put it a different Magic
Expanded marketing, expanded market. How 100%. 100%. I guess we're in
creator who
2016
posted
now.
the link to the video on Twitter. noting how disappointing the comments were in response to the video. Jeremy, under his MTG headquarters account, responds by stating that they should not be so thin-skinned. Yet another creator joins the conversation, emphasizing how people should be less crappy to each other.
Oh God.
Jeremy responds, quote, "I simply choose to not be offended by what anonymous commenters say. That's a lot more obtainable," unquote. The conversation then moves into gender and skin color. Jeremy stating it is entirely irrelevant to Magic.
Yep, 2016, May 17th, 2016. I smelt it. I knew it. I knew what? Wait a minute. What are these messages?
And how his penis does not, in fact, make...
Okay, here we go. It's utterly related. That's what enables you to just ignore and not get offended, Graham Stark writes. And then MTG replies, "My penis makes me stronger. Agree to disagree and stay out of discussion. I can't win." Dude, this guy he was
make him stronger.
I guess he was always like this.
This kicked off a new set of
Which is fair. At least he's consistent.
tweets, not directed at any individual creator, rather the Magic community in general. Quote, "So many mindless betas in the MTG community. Come on, sheep. Demand proof, statistics. You know, actual evidence. Attention, sheep. Formulate your own opinions. Being wrong is simply better than parroting popular opinion."
Oh, hard disagree there. Hard disagree. Don't ever be wrong. Don't ever be wrong. Don't ever parrot popular opinion unless it's just right. If it's right, I don't know what to tell you. Jeremy also says, apparently presenting a logical alternative to playing a victim means you hate women. 2016 content. Here we go.
Apparently presenting a logical alternative to playing a victim means you hate women. I should have known better, lol. Going back to real world. This era of feminism gets lost in spending more time shaming actual conversation. I love women. They are every bit are equal.
Here we go.
Jeremy would delete these tweets soon after posting. This
Here
will
we
not
go.
stop them from being archived and immediately posted.
So he's had a history of raging. I bet you anything he was drunk when he wrote that. I bet you it. I'd put money on that. If we could do that, we can't. It's against TOS. But if I could, I think I'd win. I don't know. I think I'd win. I think I'd win that bet.
Again on Twitter.
He has a habit of spurging out and then deleting it because he sobers up and realizes he's being an idiot.
This user
He's being R-worded.
takes note of his specific tweet in response
He's being tarded. Hey, it happens.
to a comment about planeswalkers needing their own bathroom. Jeremy adding that they
But it seems like this pattern of behavior has followed him up until, the tender age of 42, 43, 2026.
should send their urine into the aether. This was viewed as a commentary about the controversy of trans people requesting to use the bathroom of their gender identity.
Here we go.
Jeremy responds to this screenshot with, quote, "Things turn toxic, so I clean them up. But yeah, you're right. Planeswalkers should use their own bathroom in the aether, kid."
Spicy take. What does he mean by planeswalkers? What does he mean, guys? What does he mean?
Unquote.
By the way, what is this? Is this on Twitter? Yeah, it's on Twitter, isn't it?
I mean,
Am I
this is
wrong?
what was going through my mind. You guys think that joke is transphobic? You think that joke makes me a monster? Let me show you what a monster is.
According to Jeremy, the pushback from his comments encouraged him to double down and act more aggressive, even if his intent was not an honest commentary.
Okay, Jer, keep it in the pants, man. Keep it in the pants. We don't want to see the monster. It's against TOS.
Even though Jeremy frames it this way, he would first attempt to regain the favor of the community with an apology on Reddit. Quote, "I want everyone to feel included in MTG. You can't really control how people react to certain things, and certainly Twitter is not a great place to have a complex discussion on gender issues.
What do you mean? It's like the best place to have that now. It's the best place to have it now.
Everything I said after my original few tweets was at best insensitive,
Reddit, not so much. I'm sorry, Reddit. Reddit, no. Can't do
and
it.
at worst outright wrong. Again, I am sorry." Unquote. This post has exactly 100 comments and 0 upvotes. The comments cite Jeremy's passion and specificity behind the deleted tweets and are distrusting of his apology.
Yo, shout
Some
out
are
to
even
June
noting how
for
often
digging this
Jeremy
up.
is editing
Like, I don't even know where you'd find this stuff. How do you find this stuff? It amazes me.
the Reddit post. To this specific comment, Jeremy responds, quote, "Yeah, it wasn't reading right. I am not good at writing, so that's why I do videos. I am just trying to apologize and the comments keep saying it's not good enough," unquote. Jeremy would address his tweets in video form.
You know, drama over. Don't be a dick. I thought, I guess
Don't be a penis.
maybe I had to say that, but from what I'm seeing is you all just basically know that, you know?
It took about a month and a half for Jeremy to begin right where he left off. On Twitter, he changed his display name to MTG Shitlord HQ, derisively called Wedge the Hamburglar. On his personal account, stated Wedge is a cancer, has zero original ideas, and steals others' content, and tweeted even more, stating, quote,
Wow, he's actually being accused of this right now, of stealing content. Don't know what that's about. Consistency. It's about consistency. Hold on, we're gonna jump forward here. Well, actually, let's...
Alpha personalities are the ones making all the money in MTG. Talk to any vendor. They are capitalizing on your beta-ness. The MTG community is not ready for truth. Cucks and white knights drive the entirety of the narrative. Wizards, discrimination is guaranteed if you have a conservative mindset. Community discrimination also guaranteed.
Well,
I mean, look at their community team. Every one of them is a leftist. Don't be a beta lotus, folks.
Well, you know, technically, he's right. He's right. What am I going to say? He's right. Like, there's a huge part of the gaming community now that leans pretty far left, in my opinion. So this was, you know, boiling up in 2016.
Be an alpha, unquote.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here.
Stated, quote,
It's illegal.
No, it's not illegal. Hold on. Actually, it is illegal. You can't drive with that insurance, folks. You can't do it. Don't do it.
3 out of 10. I'd still do her, unquote.
Okay.
These comments all came back when in November 2017, Sprinkle stated that Jeremy, through MTG headquarters, has made her life hell this whole year. She followed this tweet by announcing that she was ostensibly leaving the Magic community, also citing that she was going through a horrible breakup. Jeremy was immediately blamed for Sprinkle's departure. One day
Sprinkle, huh? Did I miss something?
later, Jeremy published 2 videos. The first could be found on his newest channel, The Quartering, a channel that hosted commentary videos mostly commenting on the Magic community.
Let's go back a little bit.
Video.
I feel like I'm missing some deep lore.
Loser beta cucks to give her money. I mean, it is like an all-you-can-cuck buffet on this thread. Oh, I'm sorry, Sprinkle. Let's look at your
Oh shit, hit the wrong button.
cosplay, your art, where some poor 14-year-old kid
Oh, here we go.
was unfortunately made an erection comment about you.
Whoa.
And fuck him for being such a degenerate. I mean, what is sexual about this? Nothing, right? Oh, no, totally nothing sexual about this. Oh, yeah, here you go, Sprinkle. Another totally non-sexual picture where the Pokeball happens to be right on your...
I kind of don't remember this setup of his. Like, his setup is different now. But I guess is this how he got into this sort of right-wing grift? It had to have been post-2016, because I don't think I watched him until 2017 or 18. It could have been 18, actually, now I think about
Your
it.
fucking bush. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, you're wearing a bodysuit. Yeah, nothing sexual about that. Oh, here you go, wearing basically a bra. Yep, nope, nothing hot about that. Here we go again, more.
Damn.
Basically 75% nude, nothing sexual there.
This is
Oh,
the this is the review arc.
yeah, look at a bodysuit.
Before he was reviewing political articles and culture activism, culture war stuff, he was reviewing women.
Yeah, I'm not going to sexualize you. I mean, fuck me if I'm going to say that I wish there was a little slot down here, you know, for me to,
Whoa.
you know, for us to pleasure each other.
Okay.
You know, because that's not what your intent is.
Jeremy ended up directing his audience towards Sprinkle's Twitter. If not his comments,
So this is a pattern of behavior, I guess. How did he do that, though? Did he just say, hey, everybody go over here and do this? Literally never do that. Literally never do that.
then this is indisputable evidence of targeted harassment.
Please, everyone on the internet, come and support
Yep. There it is.
CS Sprinkle Run on Twitter and let her know how totally unattractive.
Yeah. Totally unhinged. I I would never engage myself in this type of behavior. Maybe if I get really drunk, but even then, I think I have better sense as a drunk. Like, no way. No way I did this. This is exactly what you don't want to do.
And unsexual she looks, and how few Patreon dollars you're going to give her, and maybe she will avoid these digital rapes.
This was not the only time Jeremy commented on Sprinkle or her appearance. In this tweet, Jeremy refers to Sprinkle as a man. This Twitter user claims that Jeremy, in a deleted video directed at Sprinkle, stated, quote, "She's a dog, a 3 out of 10. I'd still do her," unquote. These comments all came back when, in November 2017, Sprinkle stated that Jeremy, through MTG headquarters, has made her life hell this whole year. She followed this tweet by announcing that she was ostensibly leaving the Magic community, also citing that she was going through a
She says, I feel like a terrible person. Like I am going through a horrible breakup. I love Magic so much I can't put it into words, but I need my time apart from it. Is she still around, I wonder? I don't know.
horrible breakup. Jeremy was immediately blamed for Sprinkle's departure. One day later, Jeremy published 2 videos. The first could be found on his newest channel, The Quartering.
Let me guess, one of them is going to be an apology video, right? Right? Lock in. Lock in.
A channel that hosted commentary videos mostly commenting on the Magic community or media similar to it. The second was MTG Headquarters. These videos bring attention to the ongoing campaign to get him banned from Magic the Gathering, a campaign whose supporters were galvanized with the departure of Sprinkle. Commenters and creators alike were calling on Wizards of the Coast to take action, pointing out Jeremy's comments. Yet there was one often missed, a video in where Jeremy does not target a specific creator, cosplayer, or commentator. Rather, Mark Rosewater, the head designer for Magic the Gathering.
I ran a similar scientific poll, and I even asked everyone.
What the hell are these things? You see that? It has dogs?
To tell the truth.
I like his setup.
I said, hey,
It seems like he's doing a little bit better now.
quick poll. How many of you did Mark Rosewater touch inappropriately?
Okay.
Parentheses, tell the truth, internet. Since internet polls
Okay,
are...
Midwestly. That's like the name of one of his channels, I think. One of his alt channels on YouTube. I think it's still active. So he's had this name for a bit.
Scientific fact.
Okay.
Consider this your trial, Mark Rosewater. Now, I know he has me muted. That's fine.
Jeremy created a poll insinuating that Mark Rosewater was a predator even after Mark had blocked him. This was Jeremy's attempt to discredit Twitter polls and
That is
also his
wild.
response to Mark Rosewater citing a Twitter poll as evidence. Suffice to say, Jeremy had time and time again made himself known to senior employees at Wizards of the Coast. On November 26, 2017, the professor uploaded a video attempting to speak to the MTG community and reach Jeremy. He calls for de-escalation, for community members to stop harassing Jeremy and for Jeremy to stop his own campaign, even though he knows how unlikely that is. This video was far more comprehensive than any other video commenting on the ongoing scandal. Most importantly, it contained a great deal of evidence that Jeremy was persistent in harassing his online targets.
Jeremy, just being fair here, just
Whoa.
being reasonable here, do you think that when someone such as myself, and this is just one example, makes...
I'm surprised you even saw stuff like this back in the day. This is a professor? Interesting.
a reply to someone that says, oh, you lost a follower over Nazi punching joke, but you gained a modern follower, seems like you traded up, to make an entire video saying I advocate political violence.
Is this the guy that punched him? I never knew. I never knew it was a professor. That's wild.
I received so many comments about Nazis and the Holocaust and my being one and what I'm doing. And, you know, most of my family died in concentration camps.
Oh, here we go.
The professor's video saw mixed reception. While it was touted for the amount of evidence against Jeremy, some creators took issue with the professor's presentation and the alleged scope of 2 years that Sprinkle was harassed by Jeremy when there only existed months, not years, of evidence of harassment online.
It seems to me like the way you're presenting yourself.
Okay, so here's Count Dankula, and I believe the information on this is that Jeremy nuked a bunch of current stuff and old stuff from a channel, I guess, and he was playing it out like it would have. First, I think he tried to claim it was like hackers, and then the story changed again. But this is one of the guys that allegedly Jeremy screwed over by doing that. Count Dankula. And this guy was popular for basically, it'd have been more than like 10 years ago. This guy did a video where he got his dog to do like a gesture, a little tiny little pug thing that's probably passed away by now. But he said something kind of racy. He said, "Gas the Jays," and the dog would gesture, and he made a video of it. And I believe the guy just went viral, and then he got in trouble. I think he went to jail.
The way
that was a long time ago, though.
You've made this video, you've kind of tried to make it look as if you're coming from an area of good faith, when it's kind of obvious that you're just trying your hardest to virtue signal for what you feel is the righteous side.
That was creator Count Dankula, a creator that would later start a podcast with Jeremy. He encourages his audience to research this for themselves.
There it is, yeah. They had a podcast together. I don't know whatever happened to that. I don't even know what this guy does.
Advice that will go well.
As far as, like, I see him on Twitter, but I don't know. I never really look at his content.
Jeremy's own
I don't hate him.
Response to the professor's video. Not found on MTG headquarters, but on the quartering. Jeremy's video opened with the professor's minor comment about Nazi comments.
Did you just evoke concentration camps to strengthen your video about mean tweets?
Yes. No.
Jeremy failed to engage with the overarching arguments that Jeremy...
Oh, many such cases, though. Many such cases.
...is
go for the low-hanging fruit.
...disruptive, and that he encourages unwelcome comments. Instead, Jeremy chooses to comment on the professor's superficial qualities.
I want to point out, look at how disheveled he looks. How he has kind of a lazy face. His hair...
So I guess this is the guy that... Because I know Jeremy would end up being assaulted at one of these events, and he was subsequently banned. Both, I think, parties were actually banned, and he took the guy to court and then won, I guess. I don't know if this is the guy, though.
Awry. This is on purpose, okay?
This goes on for about 2 minutes. Jeremy fails to state anything of substance. It is then that Jeremy claims that the professor's video was so well researched that it must have been a collaborative effort. Jeremy then presents this theory as fact, and states it as proof that there is a secret collaborative movement to smear him. Jeremy then reframes the professor's overarching argument, claiming that there is no evidence that he harassed creators like Sprinkle. Instead, there is only evidence that he is a quote-unquote asshole. To go even further, Jeremy claims...
Many such cases. Hey, it's not illegal to be an asshole.
He is the target of wide-scale harassment, and that Sprinkle failed to provide any evidence herself that she was harassed online by Jeremy, discounting any evidence directed towards her because she was not the one who sourced it.
The difference between this cosplayer and me, of course, is I actually showed the hundreds of messages I received. I'm
going to skip ahead a little bit.
Someone who is willing, as I said, to literally evoke the Holocaust on their petty crusade to silence and ban someone whose ideas they disagree with. Someone whose ideas...
I'll say this. He certainly knows how to talk.
They don't have
I think he's gotten better at it over the year, but I mean, it's not like he hasn't had practice.
Interact with. Nobody's forcing him to watch my videos. Nobody's forcing him to read my tweets. You know, Professor, you actually sound a lot like somebody from history that your family might be familiar with.
Jeremy pressed on that there was no strong evidence proving that he had harassed anyone throughout this period, even selling a shirt in that theme, which he allegedly donated the profits of.
Show me the receipts.
Well, I don't know about that. See, one thing you gotta call into question is, are you lying, Jeremy? Are you saying something you didn't mean? Did you really do that? I don't know.
You know what? I printed a T-shirt.
I know where I'm placing my odds are
today that I think I'm going to link in this video, and I'm going to donate all the proceeds to whatever the most reputable like men's shelter is in the area.
Oh wow!
So make sure you get your shirt with a fan-drawn face of me saying, "Let's show me the receipt."
Whoa!
Oh,
man,
here we go. Here we go. That's what I thought. Sorry. I don't turn on ad blocker because I don't think I even have it. Maybe I don't do ad blocker. But I also don't do the music they like to play.
2017,
I've gotten
he received
hit.
an email from Wizards of the Coast notifying him that he received a lifetime ban.
What does this mean? Well, I can't play in any pre-releases. I can't play in any sanctioned events. I can't play online. In fact...
Damn, you got nuked. Jeremy just got nuked from the entire Magic the Gathering universe. He probably got nuked from the multiverse of Magic the Gathering.
They actually confiscated my entire Magic Online collection.
Whoa.
Jeremy claimed he recouped the cost of his digital collection via PayPal chargebacks. As for the video announcing his ban, there is something seemingly sinister at play. At 10 minutes and 20 seconds, Jeremy begins going through the...
Like, could you recoup all of that, though? I mean, if you just did chargebacks within the last, 30 days, maybe. But all time? He had... I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Evidence Wizards of the Coast sent him, then...
It sounds like cope.
...informed their choice to ban him. Notice, at the bottom left side of the screen, it is clearly stated that there are 12 attachments. Attachment 1 is a tweet where he calls Wedge the Hamburglar. Attachment 2 is presumably a joke about trolling a friend. Attachment 3...
Okay. Let's move on to the quartering
channel.
And all these people grew up to be the same fuckers in middle school that were like, well, if you don't subscribe to the popular idea, maybe Pogs at the time, or starter jackets, I don't know, I'm old, then you're not cool. Or if you were poor, you weren't cool. Or if there's a whole variety of things that would make you outcast. But now, when they get older, they get a little power on Twitter, they can find more people that, it's like the blob. And then they become this massive thing of groupthink and toxicity that's trying to push everyone out who disagrees and then just absorb more people into their ideology. What I want to do, hopefully, with this channel is to push these conversations forward. Obviously, I don't want any bullshit SJW book. As always, SJW live. SJW.
The music sells it for me. The music sells it for me.
Space Gem. Garrett.
By the way, don't hit me with that.
SJW, red-haired, blue-haired Mohawk guy. General SJW buzzwords. Lol cow, milking the feminist lol cow down. Classic SJW stuff. BuzzFeed hates men.
Feminist agenda person.
So this is the origin story of the quartering.
Feminist propaganda. Everyone needs to stop getting triggered. I'm not a fan of Brie Larson. Maybe
there you go. There it is. The Brie Larson arc. I remember him talking about her over and over again. Part of the issue is she's just wouldn't stop getting in the news.
Because Brie Larson. Brie. Your favorite.
Okay.
Brie Larson.
I remember this setup, so I think we're caught up to where I probably started watching the quartering, and I didn't hate his content. I thought it was fascinating. Actually, what he was doing was actually just, he's grifting, but he'd go on there and pull up an article, pull up a video or whatever, and give it a nice little critique, nice little review, and then get off. His videos didn't last more than 10 to 15 minutes usually, and that's his format now.
Brie Larson is going to help you. And that Brie Larson. Just you and me. All female, mega diverse MCU film directed by Brie Larson.
Literally didn't even happen yet.
Do it.
Yeah, it didn't happen. That never happened.
Just posting, my 5th Brie Larson video in 30 days.
Oh.
Things like that.
I'm already known as the guy who makes 1,000 videos about Brie Larson. The action, it's got to be live. It's got to be in the moment. I also have to admit that I really dislike Brie Larson.
Though Jeremy may be capable...
I think he dislikes Brie Larson. I never knew. I had no idea he was a Brie Larson hater.
...of having a nuanced discussion. For the vast
1,000
majority
videos.
of his videos, he certainly does not display it. In his past, his incuriousness and inability to formulate a cohesive argument has forced him, time after time, to make videos reliant on emotion or sensationalism to draw an audience.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, he still does that. I mean, he's still doing it today. He's probably doing it right now.
This is why Brandon's technical breakdowns in their RC channel often outperform Jeremy's. It is also why Jeremy was relegated to opening packs of cars in a game known for its complexity and strategy, areas explored and dominated by his contemporaries. When forced to create meaningless content, the only variable Jeremy can control is content frequency. Card opening videos were easily replicable. It created competition that Jeremy admitted he could not compete with.
Guys like
Max Mofo.
Open Boosters came along and kind of slayed the beast in terms of,
Anyway, let's move forward. We get it, Jeremy. Wait a minute. Sargon of Akkad. Wait. We might have something here. Hold on. Damn it.
everyone lost faith.
Jeremy is limited to producing sensational videos. He is deceitful and or manipulates footage to favor him, and he uploads frequently and typically on the same day the video was recorded. Jeremy is a perfect fit for a political commentary channel, but political commentary narrowed to only culture, and again narrowed only to pop culture.
Oh, wow.
For Jeremy, the era of selling channels had passed. Now it was the era of selling outrage. If this was all that Jeremy did, he could be very successful. Only he has two major flaws. There is a part of him that demands respect online. This same part of him also seeks fellowship online. These two elements drive the opposite of the
Okay. I wonder, sometimes if in these spaces where these creators get, if there isn't some sort of ego thing in their head that just makes them successful. I mean, it took him a decade to find his niche, I think, because he flip-flopped from computer repair, and then he goes to RC, cars, trucks, planes, and now into just not now, actually. He went into the trading card and gave up on that. And then he would eventually arrive at the political culture war grifting stage he's currently at now. Where's this guy going to be in 10 years? Well, considering his current grift is actually the most successful, I doubt it'll be any different. I could see him. No, I can never see him retiring, though.
Desired result.
Thank you for your purchase. Sargon of Akkad would like to personally thank you for your purchase of 1 vial of his semen.
Whoa.
This is a lot.
Okay, this is going to gross me the hell out. Is this real? This goes no way. No, don't.
Do you think I don't know if you use it to season or what, but
it's famously known you use it to season
here goes
with.
nothing.
Oh, motherfucker. No.
Can't.
Why? What would possess?
I'd say I've ever tasted anything like
Couldn't
that.
be me. It couldn't be me. That was disgusting.
Before?
I wonder if that's even real. That's disgusting. I had no idea Sargon of Akkad was into that grift.
It's almost like when you have Cinnamon Toast Crunch and you have just the cinnamon and milk at the bottom of the bowl.
You gotta be kidding me.
If you have ever wanted to lay...
I have never wanted to. I never. All right. Back
Video
to it.
titled Sargon of Akkad's Semen Taste Test.
Okay, we gotta move past this. I want to get to the Walmart story. I wonder by this time if he's married or not. He mentioned a breakup, I think.
Somebody just fucking donated $500.
That's disgusting.
I have to tell the story about how I shit my pants now.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you do too.
Once upon a time, I believe I was probably 32, 33, maybe.
So
maybe
10 years
34.
ago.
So hang on, what was that? A couple of years ago. How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 36.
Okay, all right.
So
This
yeah,
is
it was
recent.
vivid.
Go on.
The memory is...
So I've only heard legends, only heard tales of the Walmart story. Supposedly, this is what I know from what people have said, he shit his pants.
It's vivid.
In Walmart.
We're at Walmart.
Literally just dropped it, but I guess here's the story.
Walmart. We had just eaten, my wife and I, we had just eaten at Qdoba. And when you're going to have I would say, watery shit, you can kind of tell, your stomach kind of gurgles, and you know it's going to be...
So this was not just any shit. This was a Qdoba shit, which are probably ranked amongst the highest of shits.
Bad.
I literally can stomach this story. That Sargon of Akkad thing, no. Screw that. This is so much more palatable.
We're grocery shopping, and it starts to hit me. I'm like, oh, I got to shit. We're in the front of the store by the vegetables. The bathrooms are way in the back, or in the front of the store, like on the other side.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, Jeremy. You're not walking that far. You're not going to lift up that toilet seat. You don't even lift up a toilet seat in public restrooms. No, just go in your pants. Do it. Go in your pants.
Looking for avocados.
Big boy decisions.
And then it's like, oh shit, it's time. And my mind immediately goes in like slow motion, where I'm doing the calculation. I realize at this moment that there's a real possibility.
By the way, after we finish this, probably gonna finish up with this Walmart story, then skip ahead to current events. The Keno Casino.
I might shit my pants because it was just like fucking happening. I start thinking, well, if it happens, I don't want it to be up front by all the checkouts where everybody sees me. So I decide to take the longer route to the back because I know I can kind of duck through like the clothing and like the automobile section. People aren't going to see me in case the inevitable happens.
He was literally Metal Gearing that shit. He was Metal Gear shitting. He was Solid Snake. Except it wasn't solid. It was viscous.
I hit the shoe section.
He hit the shoe section.
Haven't been at Walmart, but the shoe section, you're about halfway. You can see the bathrooms.
Not true.
The second I see the bathrooms,
actually, true. True. Very true.
I get like
true.
And I immediately, I'm like, okay, it's happening now. I'm starting to think, okay, if I...
Dude, you find yourself in a similar situation, remember, just remember one thing. Clench. You gotta clench.
I have to shit in the store. Where is the best place to shit in a Walmart? Because I'm not going to make it. I knew for a fact I wasn't going to make it.
I can't say I've had the experience of having that thought, those words in my head at any point.
So I cut down the shoe aisle because nobody could shop.
I'm gonna take that as, not a lot of good things in my life right now, but that's at least one good thing.
For shoes.
That's at least one plus.
At Walmart.
Never been there.
I've resigned myself to shitting my pants in a Walmart at this point. I'm thinking, okay, so my wife's gonna have to find me like some sweatpants or something.
Okay. I mean, the good news is you're in a Walmart, probably a super center. They've got extra clothes, right? And they got toilet paper. You just have to make it all the way to the bathroom. You have to wade all the way to the bathroom. Oh, I guess by this time he's married too.
Something. I'm going to shit my pants. It's happening. And at that moment, a little came out. Started running down my leg.
Gross. Just gross.
I'm like, oh my God.
But many such cases.
Rather than like kneel and accept my fate.
This is why. Here. This is why after you go to Qdoba, you go home. Okay, the best thing to do is get takeout. But if you're eating out, especially Qdoba, you don't go to the store. You don't make any. You get all your running around done before you go to hit Qdoba. This is literally a tactic. Save your life. And this is somebody with IBS, by the way. This is somebody with IBS.
For it.
So I know what's up.
Back wall. I'm on the home stretch. With each step, a little more is coming out, and it's running down my leg now to where it's like at my sock. I'm covered in shit, and I'm running like clenched butt, and I get into the bathroom.
I dare.
Okay, sorry about that. Hit another ad. Another ad has hit the tower.
A trial? Were you leaving it?
Yeah, there was
literally.
There was a little bit on the ground when I was walking back. Yeah. Another rolled up bunch of jeans. There are a couple spots, yeah. And so I get into the bathroom. I open the bathroom door, and thanks to my quick thinking, I'm already taking my pants off because I'm thinking, all right, well, my underwear, it's over.
It's over. It's just throw them away. Go buy another pair.
Underwear, those aren't coming home with me. But if I can save my pants, because I'm like,
Save the pants!
6'6" and a big dude. I'm not finding
Dude, save the date? No, save the pants.
pants on the rack at the store. So I'm like, I gotta save my pants. So I burst into the bathroom. My pants are already half off. Shit's coming out of down my leg. There's a fucking dude at the urinal, and he whips his head around and said, "Dude, I'm shitting myself. Sorry."
What?
And there was shit all over the floor.
Why did he need to?
Dude, that's an epic story, actually. That's an epic story. Many such conversations I've never had in the restroom. I try not to have those because it's weird. You know, it's okay if you're at the sink, okay, and you look over. It's like, hey, long day, huh? Yeah, just got off work and, yeah, I'm washing my hands now. Never have these conversations. Dude, I'm shitting my pants. I'm shitting my pants. Sorry!
You know that?
Yeah, I was taking my pants off. I thought he should know.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that is kind of funny if you think about it. You see, the guy whips his neck around. You see a large dude, and Jeremy's a large dude. You see him taking off his pants. Yeah, you're gonna want an explanation for that, buddy.
But it wasn't like.
Dude, I'm shitting myself.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Okay, so that.
At this point, it's just over.
I think that's the Walmart story. Let's skip ahead to JoonTheKing's. Yeah, that's a long. Let's see what he says.
Another clip coming up next. I'll see.
Now I feel like, and I don't want to put pressure on her because
Uh-oh.
I know that's how she's going to be, how she's going to perceive this.
Okay,
but
whoa.
that's not what I
Did we
mean.
get something? Did
Whatever
we
the case may be, Ursha Gaming.
All right, go back.
Paul
Go
was
back.
not under attack, but something was off kilter.
Because this,
Jeremy
we
was
seem to
on the
have made it
precipice.
to almost present day. Now, I think Melanie Mack and the Quartering have been working together for like 3 or 4 years now. I don't remember.
Of another breakdown, potentially sore.
By the way, if you're not familiar with Melanie Mack, she's a former, I don't know actually how to describe that person other than internet shitlord, rage inducer, rage baiter, talks about the culture war stuff, and got into the same grift as Jeremy about a few years ago. We'll see. We're gonna look at Chrissy Meyer of the FNT Friday Night Tights. We're gonna look at that a bit later after we finish up with June here. Big shout out to June for collecting all this stuff. Literally a 3.5 hour video. Couldn't do it.
From this channel.
I don't think my computer would let me do that.
In March of 2021, Trillium was doxxed and deleted her small channel, but made a new one. She contacted Jeremy, and Jeremy, as a target of doxing, supported her. She made a video thanking him, and so on. However, Jeremy specifically notes
A channel that she admits she uses to overcome a bit of her social anxiety issues. She admits that she, lives basically in kind of her own personal bubble. She makes videos about seeds and video games.
Aside from gardening, Jeremy has described himself as all of these things.
Does
In a
Trillium
follow-up
actually
video
exist
that opens
anymore?
with hearts, Jeremy or his editor added on screen, Trillium expresses her gratitude towards Jeremy and his viewers for growing her new channel. This then leads to Jeremy admitting to watching nearly all of her videos
Oh,
and
well, that's
offers his
nice.
assistance in case she ever wanted to stream.
And, Trillium, I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can always email me.
Never a good sign.
Keep things, private if you have questions or whatever. You don't.
This next video is from Jeremy's own stream after.
I'm trying to find more fulfillment.
Whoa! Look at the comments. He must have done something. He's got comments in here. It's basically F Jeremy from the Quartering. Jeremy, please take care of yourself. Call out racing when you stub your toe. What?
Because, YouTube won't last forever, right?
No, it's literally burning down as we speak. What are you talking about?
And
YouTube doesn't exist anymore.
I realized that the Trillium thing made me feel really good. For me,
So
I thought
wait a minute.
Maybe
He's been saying YouTube won't last forever for this long. It's the longest deathbed ever, I guess. Oh, he does this all the time now. Oh wow, we got a couple couple live stream chats here, it looks like, or maybe, yeah, it's live stream. It says the quartering is a fat ass B word. What's going on? Ruben and Shapiro would make great house guest. Ew, the quartering is, yeah, he did something to piss him off. He's always doing that though. This isn't new for him. This is not new. It's a lifestyle.
The closest I've come to feeling that way
literally
was
a lifestyle.
Trillium. Trillium? For $5, I'll make a video. Well, look, I don't want to put any pressure on you. All right? But I just want to say that it ruined my day when I didn't have a new video from you today. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
In August, Jeremy received custom leashes for his dogs and a card from Trillium. Jeremy
Okay,
would send
well,
support.
we're familiar with this format. Now we're fully caught up. We're modern. Well, the backdrop, I think, is not his new house. Like, this guy spends so much money, I've heard,
to another similarly small channel
on, like, shit he doesn't need.
known as Melanie Mac.
You know, just like with
Also living in the middle of nowhere, too. Like, this is not an LA streamer.
Trillium, just like with Melanie,
Which
just
is
like
fine.
with MXR Plays.
It's literally
you know,
fine.
whatever the case may be, Ursha Gaming, Ishra Gaming. You know, don't just do it because I told you to. Watch a video or two and see if you want to support her.
Melanie Mac is someone Jeremy would take interest in, but that would have to wait. In March of 2022, rather than mention Trillium offhandedly,
Yeah, he really grew in the last 6 years, I think.
he made an entire video.
And part of that is he puts out like 3 or 4 videos a day. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how anybody does that.
Dedicated to her.
How do you
Something's
do
been
that?
weighing
How do you
on my
physically
mind
do
over
that?
The past 3 or so weeks, really the last month or so, and that's really the disappearance of Trillium, a YouTuber that that I have a strong
It's not your wife, though. What's up with that? Actually, what is the Trillium now? Is there a Trillium anyway? Let me take a look. Let me see what's going on here. Is this a thing? Does this person still exist? I feel like Trillium is the name of a band that does electronica, grunge electronica. I don't think this person exists anymore. Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out.
I don't know, like I feel protective. Like, if you go to Trill's channel, like, I watch all of her videos, all of them. I mean, if they're not read on here, then that means I watched them on a different account. Okay?
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm stalking her. Don't worry. I'm totally watching.
Part of my day.
Totally watching all the videos.
There used to be daily.
Don't worry. I did my due diligence.
Or every other day videos, but
I'm kidding.
now I feel like, and I don't want to put pressure on her because
I don't want to put
I know
pressure
that's
on
how
you.
she's going to be, how she's going to perceive this.
But I'm going to put
that's
pressure
not
on
what
you
I
and make a
mean.
video.
It's just her content is important to me. Her success is important to me.
Oh, we're
and
now
her
into the hat arc. He's wearing the hat now. He has to. He has to. We all have to wear. We all wear hats. We all do. But now he's exclusively wearing the hat. He is officially thinned. And we know we're in 2022.
Safety and happiness.
Bravely
are
going
important
into the
to me.
future.
And she had disappeared for about.
Bravely.
Search for
No.
ways to make extra income.
No. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Like that.
Sorry.
Came back and kind of let everyone know that, hey, you know, my mom isn't doing well. But they had seemed like they had got together a plan. Kind of 1 week went by, 2 weeks went by. I sent her an email, gave her my number. I was like, hey, if you need anything, you know, you need us to crowdfund something or whatever. People think this job is easy, and maybe it is, but
it's easier compared to a lot of other jobs. But I'll say this: it's not as easy as some people think. I think for some, it's actually a lot easier. Like someone like myself, I don't give an F. I like to get on here every once in a while. I certainly don't get on here enough to do anything, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. And I figured I might as well familiarize Oh my God, what am I trying to say? Might as well familiar myself with one of my favorite content creators. I mean, maybe not so much anymore.
As you be plugged in like 24/7.
But like I said, I don't hate the quartering. I think he's got issues. I think people close to him recognize this.
Like waking up in the middle of the
I don't think he's even the worst creator.
night, checking your phone, see what's trending.
But it is getting pretty bad. I'll say that.
You know, some big thing.
There's only so much I could stand for this guy.
And then I'd watch her videos about like taking yucca leaves and making just twine out of them.
Is this going anywhere?
And they're an important grounding factor for me.
Trillium did return in June, stating that her mother's illness was a reason for her absence, which is when Jeremy released this video.
I don't have any way to really get in touch with you privately, and obviously not that I would expect that.
What is going on?
As long as you know, as you're on YouTube, I'll be keeping an eye out for you.
So he replaces. Is the idea that he replaced Trillium with Melanie Mac?
Keep an eye on you.
Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
did message you a few times, checking in on you, because we missed you and we were worried.
Trillium would post sporadically, then disappear entirely in the upcoming months. This takes us back to Jeremy aggressively petitioning for more donations in late 2022. The absence of Trillium, or the multiple uploads a day with the addition of a new company, was stressing Jeremy. He was nearing his breaking point on November 29th, 2022. This day, Elon Musk on Twitter made a post about free speech, which Jeremy replied to, requesting clarity. And
so Trillium out. No more Trillium.
For a 10-minute Zoom interview, mentioning his 1.4 million subscribers and his fight for free speech. Elon Musk declined by stating that he had been very specific. Jeremy responded one more time, but it does not appear that Elon replied to him. On December 18th, Elon made a poll, asking if he should step down from Twitter. The quartering in response to Elon Musk, unable to find a suitable CEO for Twitter, stated, quote, Elon,
I can run this company. I've ran so many other companies, but I can run this company. We can rule the city, Spider-Man.
Do it, and I can keep it alive. Not only that, grow it far beyond what it is now. I have a complex understanding of all tech, what Twitter needs, and what creators need. I also have a dozen years running a marketing agency that represented Fortune 500 companies. Even if you laugh out loud at this, I am 100% certain I could at the very least.
Like a lot of people, I think back in the day threw their hat in. It's like, yeah, give me the reins. Give me the reins. I could do this.
Please help immensely.
Spoilers. Elon never stepped down. He's still CEO. He's still CEO.
With prioritizing product rollouts that will maximize growth in the shortest time frame, and I would be happy to do it for free, unquote. 4 hours later, Jeremy warned that the culture war is coming down to the next 12 hours. Quote, I am going to sacrifice everything tomorrow and try to implore...
So he's a Nigerian prince. You got to give me money. I can't be in this prison for any longer. You have 12 hours. Please send donos.
People to vote no on his poll, unquote. Jeremy, 3 minutes later, blamed leftists for voting yes. Then 9 minutes later, tagged 11 different influential friends. Then again, 3 and 9 minutes later, begged Elon to extend his poll, stating that he is even leaving his bed to make a video. Jeremy continued to tweet. A Twitter user commented on how frustrated Jeremy was over this, calling it Jeremy's personal...
Yeah, it's funny because I think the poll actually went for yes, but he never stepped down.
Jeremy responded, quote...
Which I didn't care. I didn't care at the time.
Yes, Twitter is the public square. Losing freedom of speech in that square is more important than 9/11. Does that make you feel uncomfortable? It makes me feel like shit to say it, but it's also true.
Another
unquote.
Twitter
Other
account
creators,
is at the towers.
Like Mr. Beast, were not as
Another rolled up bag of jeans. Oh, another rolled up pair of jeans.
Of Elon as Jeremy was, though he did try to change his mind. By the 10th tweet, Jeremy had released his video and tagged Elon Musk, asking if he could get just 3 minutes on the phone with him.
I literally got out of bed.
Oh God!
To make this video, my most important video.
He got out of bed. He rolled out of bed. He when he got out of bed, he literally rose from the dead, and he started floating towards his monitor. No pants. I bet you anything he's not wearing any pants.
Literally ever made on this
I wouldn't.
Jeremy in this video asked his viewers to vote on Elon's poll, and if they didn't have an account, he requested they make one. Then he attempts to rally his contemporaries.
I'm calling my fellow content creators, Sydney Watson, Count Dankula, Bearing.
Dude, Sydney Watson would come up later. Like, she had some things to say about the quarter. I didn't even know that he was involved with these people.
Laccad, Carl Benjamin. If they let this window pass without throwing their hat in the ring, without getting out of bed
to fight for freedom of speech,
We gotta
I will
fight.
forever remember it. But if you don't get out of bed as a fellow content creator, if you don't wake up, fight for this, I don't ever want to hear your freaking opinion ever again about freedom of speech. I need you to remember this moment.
Oh God, what? I need you to remember. You will remember this moment. Remember it. I swear to God. If you don't remember this moment, 5 moments from now, I will shit my pants. I'm just
When
gonna shit my
all of my fellow free speech content creators were in bed, okay? Why they weren't paying attention to the most important decision in free speech online in history.
Hey, look, it's an important thing. You know, it's for everybody. Freedom of speech. It's for you. It's for you. It's not for you.
I'm 40. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I'm fat. I'm overweight.
He's fat. He's sweaty. He's overweight. You know, you could do something about these things, Jeremy. You don't have to be, you know, big and obese even. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You know, you switch your diet. Look, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. Okay, you switch your diet to more vegetables, more soups. You know, cut out all the junk food. Cut out all the carbs, or not all of them, but enough of them. You will lose weight. You can lose weight just by switching up your diet. You don't even have to exercise. Now, it take longer.
I'm not long for this planet.
But it is doable.
Planet is the culture war. Twitter is the public square, and we must keep Elon in charge.
Jeremy's video was not being well received.
Spoilers, he never left. He never left.
Comments stating that Elon potentially stepping down is worse than 9/11. Creator Nicholas DeOrio was one of many antagonizing Jeremy. Enough so that Jeremy...
Oh, man. I actually hated this kid. Back in the day. I hated Nicholas. I don't hate him anymore. I don't know. Something about him just rubbed me the wrong way. I couldn't stand him. He's got me blocked on Twitter too, but that's okay. I don't care. It's fine. But I hated him back in the day.
Jeremy
a lot more. I just misunderstood what his shtick was, I guess. I don't know why I hated him.
challenged him
Couldn't
to a
stand
boxing
him.
match, to where DeOrio referenced Jeremy's Gen Con assault as evidence that he was already on a losing streak. After a long night of tweeting, Jeremy was going to bed. So I had a mental breakdown. This video was posted December 21st. Jeremy explains the tweets.
I don't think Nicholas DeOrio likes the quartering though, but I definitely think he's getting a nice share of ad revenue off of reviewing content.
Results of stress from his coffee company. From startling dishes.
Like this drama has been going on. I think I'm gonna skip ahead to the JoonTheKing. I think I'm gonna skip ahead to the Kino Casino
are
part.
working, from helping other creators and coping with alcohol. Jeremy again expresses his desire to achieve an acceptable work-life balance.
It's crazy when like things are going good.
Maybe I need to hit this up.
He made his first.
If you're serious about landing
Listen.
a legit...
Listen. Oh God. Never do a remote job, by the way.
Claiming YouTube was targeting his channel, deeming the survival.
I wanted to
of the
get
channel and
information
others-
on the Sydney Watson thing because I had no idea these people even knew each other. Like, I guess I'm not as online as I think I am. I think I'm online too much, but apparently not.
Important to fight the culture war. The last section of this video is dedicated to persuading viewers to join his mailing list or join his locals page, where he states financial support is optional. To add to Jeremy's list of projects and responsibilities that include his coffee, his main channel, his
Whoa.
Rumble live streams, his constant advertising that has him tweeting on average 20 times a day, was now the Publica, his magnum opus.
Okay.
A news website like Exclusively Games.
The Publica. I heard about this. This is like some type of... The Publica. This is like some type of... I guess they put out articles? I didn't know anything about this. I didn't even know he had this.
That was meant to...
This is like new to me. This is like deep lore. that I never knew.
For more neutral and honest stories, co-founded by Sydney Watson, someone who Jeremy also had a podcast with. Jeremy and the rest of his audience will later find out Sydney did not have a high opinion of him. This clip could possibly explain why.
Have you ever peed in a trough where there's like dongs on the left of you and to the right? You can
Bro,
see them both.
You
and
don't
you're
have to
peeing
look
in an
at them.
open river.
You don't have to look at them. It's
You
not
have
like
to look. It's a respect thing. I guess I can only speak to, to my experience.
Yeah, it would turn out that she kind of didn't like him. Here's what I heard. And we'll probably go over it a little bit, is that apparently they got into like a business together, but he totally kind of screwed her over, like some shipping things, I guess, because I don't know what she does. He does beans. You have to remember, Jeremy is the bean guy. Big beans. Big coffee bring coffee. And that's, I guess, his latest and newest and persistent grift.
If there was a guy who was like
back in the day when I knew nothing about this was some time ago. This was years ago, I guess. I sort of got into that coffee stuff, and I'm like, I could totally be a partner in this. I never did because I'm lazy as hell. But no, I had plans to like shill some beans.
supremely hung.
I might have to shill the beans.
You would like,
but I never did.
Rib them about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Versus like, be jealous.
And even if I wanted to now, I don't think I could move them beans. I don't think I could. Because of the shit he has gotten himself into now. It's like pure poison. Like, I don't even think you can associate yourself with the quartering anymore.
Conversations are you
after what's happened in the last month.
Saying, man, I really want to put a bunch of work into things. And I'm like, Sid, whore yourself out.
Sometimes you even just text me tits.
Maybe this is something that guys and girls can come together on.
Yeah.
So when I know, like, let's say I go to like a fair, a festival, or something like that, right? I take Imodium before I go.
What's that?
It's like for diarrhea.
You should take a stool. You should take some. You should take some fiber instead. I don't know. About
so it like.
Oh, you do not, dude. What is happening? This is
I
devolving.
From that.
This is not information that I needed.
It's called a life hack, Sydney. Okay. It's.
Yeah, you know, he probably should have done that before he went to eat at Qdoba. Like I said, never go eat at Qdoba and then go run errands. It's a bad idea. It's such a bad idea. If you're going to eat Qdoba, get that stuff on takeout. Get that shit out on takeout. Take it home and then enjoy it from the comfort of your home where, you know, your bathroom is maybe 2 or 3 steps away.
It just confirms
Your
to me that
restroom.
men are revolting.
The importance of the success of the Publica to Jeremy was the same as
That's
his
my
hobby.
life
He
hack.
chased it as an out to increase his income while lessening the
Like, why would you go run errands after eating anyway? I don't know why anybody would do that. It's just a bad idea.
time he worked on YouTube.
It's a
as
bad
any
idea.
dip
I'm
in
sorry, it
revenue
is.
would increase stress. That and he was discontent with the direction of YouTube, now angry that they were pushing YouTube channel promotions, asserting how insulting the proposition was to have to pay YouTube to promote his videos while his subscribers were not receiving notifications. Even so, this service would be on the back of Jeremy's mind. For now,
that is real? I guess it is real. I think I've seen that pop up a few times. I don't think I'd ever do that stuff, though. See, the channel's supposed to be more of an experiment to see how natural and fast someone can grow. Of course, I don't do this often, but I guess this is a thing now.
compared to 2022, 2023
Like a lot of platforms actually do this. You could see that stuff on Twitter even. You could see it on TikTok. Like this promoting your own channel. It's basically putting, I think, an ad on the website to direct traffic for your channel.
His life was beginning
your
to see
product
some
or whatever.
stability, but then in August, his father passed away. In this video, he reflects on the shortness of life, the importance of spending it with loved ones, and the importance of making peace with others while there is still time. In November, after 6 years of not posting on it, Jeremy resurrected his RC channel,
Oh,
a
wow.
decision he made to relieve stress. This is a channel he'd post most frequently to in 2024.
He came back to the RC, guys. He came back to the RC.
Year that pushed Jeremy towards the quartering and away from his failing external
It's
projects.
funny because those things have got to be like 10 years old by now, at least. What is that? Where is he at?
Sticks.
Is this your house?
A ghost of a former project would come back to haunt him in a somewhat ironic way.
When you are living off other people's work exclusively, I think that's the definition of parasitic.
Hey,
you know, you could,
that's what I'm doing right now. Big shout out to JoonTheKing. Go to subscribe to him. He put together this whole video. We're not gonna watch the whole video. In fact, I think I want to skip to my loo. I want to skip over to the Melanie Mac stuff. Maybe I can't find it. There we go. There's some Melanie.
Information when doing repairs. It was also a video giving the specific advice to rename or delete sensitive folders. Advice given after he told a story about...
Dude, that Ian Miles Chung guy. I don't know what to think about that guy sometimes. That guy's wild. He lives in... I think he's Malaysian. He lives in another country, but is always commenting about U.S. politics and culture war stuff. It's fucking hilarious.
How a predator had insufficiently hid their files. Regardless, Jeremy threatened to sue Chung for libel, and that's as far as the disagreement went. In April of 2024, Jeremy instead had his eyes on two different creators, Styx Hexenhammer 666 and Melanie Mac. Jeremy started two podcasts with them independent of one another.
Styx Hexenhammer. That guy sounds familiar. I think I see him on Twitter.
Styx Hexenhammer has a reciprocal energetic feeding or a sort of pact with Stolnus, a non-Judeo-Christian demon that takes a form of an owl and visited him first when he was a child.
Okay.
In simple terms, he worships a demon owl. Melanie Mac is...
Okay. Wow. That is wild. Did I just hear that? What the heck? What is going on? That's crazy. So on one hand, he's got like this demon guy. On another, he's got Melanie Mac, the Bible girl. You guys, if you know who she is, she's the Bible girl. Okay. If you don't know who she is, she's been in the space forever, but she's only in the last maybe 4 years even blown up. Thanks to Jeremy too, I think, to some degree.
Is a Christian self-proclaimed libertarian who states she does not hate homosexuals, but does hate their actions. And Jeremy Hambley...
I don't know that that's accurate. I don't know if that's accurate. A libertarian? I'm pretty sure she's actually conservative.
Is the owner of The Quartering,
June.
a channel that had the goal to push the conversation, not further tensions. He is the owner of two businesses that, while he desperately wants them to remain apolitical, on the same channel that he advertises his businesses, is now selling Trump-cut books, Trump tailgate stickers, and Never Kamala stickers. And by late September 2024, Jeremy was down to running one major business outside of his YouTube because the Publica was no more.
And
Okay, so the Publica is gone. That's another felted business that he couldn't fix. I guess Sydney Watson is out of the picture now.
Didn't have
Definitely.
the time to promote paid memberships there that would have helped. You know, sponsors really aren't out there for a news site that, you know, dunks on, you know, trans weirdos and Indian people and stuff like that. You know, there just wasn't anything out there. So
Mudahar, very Mudaharian content, in other words.
Yeah, I guess I didn't get any mysterious billionaire donors either.
Jeremy appeared to remain cordial with his former employees, but not Sydney Watson, his former business partner.
Are the Quartering and Sydney Watson not cool no more? No, 100% not cool with Sydney
Okay,
Watson.
here it is.
She talked massive amounts of shit about me in these feminist DM groups, and one day I'll expose it all. One day I'll share, because all of her woman friends, by the way, turned against her and shared all of her DMs with me. All of her so-called feminist confidants immediately sold her out to me.
That's kind of funny. I don't know if I believe that, though. I mean, maybe. Why would a feminist talk to...
She said heinous shit about me after I paid for everything with the Publica. And it made me want to sue her because she never paid a single fucking penny.
Ethan Klein content, by the way. Suing. Very litigious. Very litigious. Has he... I think he's sued one person to date, and I think that's the guy who hit him. I think it is. It assaulted him.
For anything at that company. I lost $100,000 or more.
2.5 year to bachelor.
All right, listen. I wouldn't mind these ads, but at the same time they play music. Gets me in trouble.
Jeremy confirmed
it just gets me in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
With the failure of the Publica, Jeremy would have to rely more on his YouTube channel, a channel that had its best year ever. In June, he broke his record for monthly viewership at 71 million views.
Whoa.
This could also have been a fluke. 2024 was an election year, and Jeremy's channel afterwards could as easily see a decline.
Yeah, I mean that tracks because all the political stuff he talked about, of course. Yeah, that would probably be the best time for political channels to, like, right now we're in the middle of a midterms. By the end of the year, I could see these stats going up for channels like Jeremy's and Hassan, Destiny, all these other people. I think those are the times when these channels are going to see the most. Like last year, directly after an election, I don't know. A lot of these, I don't know. Like, I think the most popular time, if you wanted to ever get in on the grift, a political grift, is during midterms and an election year, and towards the end of both of those.
Decline that would come at the worst time possible, as he had attracted the attention of two persistent adversaries.
Here we go.
Quartering has made a career by selling outrage, and uses the same strategy to dismiss his critics.
Yeah, Albin says, does sticks know you crapped yourself in a store?
What?
I know that that Albin's not doing this, but sometimes like leftoids are like, use that to try to make fun of me. I'm like, I told that story on a podcast. Like,
yeah, you probably shouldn't have told the story though.
You have to also understand that.
I mean, it was fun, but if you didn't want leftoids or tards to like mog, you just don't talk about shitting your pants in a Walmart, especially after eating Qdoba. Like, that shit is just not cool.
A significant following is going to bring a significant.
I'm glad I know the story though. I know the deets behind it.
Following, a group of people that hate you, especially if you talk about some divisive stuff.
I think he also has a story about peeing in his basement, or at least telling a story where if you own a house, you could pee in your basement. A lot of people like to make references to that, and I didn't know it for the long time, but I think I cleared that up already. I think that one I do know about. Like, he was talking about owning a house, and he was trying to relate the idea of owning a house. You could pee just about anywhere.
But you have to understand who's on the other side of that stuff. It's like, that person's life sucks. It's terrible.
Over the last 8 years, Jeremy's pleas for support have become more underhanded and more absurd. It began with his initial understanding at the end of his MTG days that having purpose and a defined enemy...
What's the thing, though? Why does he need so much support? Like, he gets ad revenue.
He sells better.
He gets houses. He does remodels. He spent a crap ton of money building a house. Like, stop.
Than anything else he's tried. He has thrown himself in one of the most divisive spaces and has done well for himself. Perhaps too well. On several occasions, he has leaked his earnings, flaunted his wealth, and returned for more.
Dude, what is this? What is this? That's wild. He's got video game machines. He's got arcade boxes. He's got stools.
By anxiety.
That's just too much. That could never be me.
To earn more as a distraction.
You know what? If I became this rich doing a grift like Jeremy, hypothetically speaking, if that was me, this would not be me. This just wouldn't be me.
His life.
And given that he makes so little content on the stuff he owns already, like, look at that. That's a full-on arcade. That's a full-blown arcade.
Or is truly terrible with finances, Jeremy has constantly advertised his financial support platforms, businesses, business ventures, even employees.
Okay. So we're going to skip over to the Kino Casino so we can get the lowdown on that. And then we're going to move on from JoonTheKing to Chrissy Meyer, who did a live stream a couple days ago, maybe it was longer, where she went and address sort of the stuff we're going to see in this next section.
Sorry.
In April, Jeremy released a video titled, "Woke Psychos Try Destroying Local Business for Being Conservative and It Backfires, Hopefully."
It's kind of become a meme on this channel of like, I'm under attack. Like, I get that.
This near 14-minute video is about
Dude,
Jeremy...
that's another thing he does. He does that all the time. He's always like sounding the alarms. He'll always say stuff like, I'm under attack, guys. My channel's under attack. And I've heard this line from him so many times. I just tend to turn off the video if he starts that crap.
Being disgruntled that he got a 1-star review. This is a 1-star review out of 36 reviews. The other 35 are all 5 stars. The review in question shows no indication that it was motivated by Jeremy's politics because the user is very specific with their criticism, citing the high price of $100 for 6 items in the package. These are 3 snacks of dubious quality. The comments on this video are vastly
Okay, we're not to the Kino Casino just yet, where we're about to be.
different than the last. They are still in the same spirit, but are cryptic with their messaging. Quote, the casino sends its regards, Quarter Pounder. Bro, rule number 1 of the internet, never feed the trolls. The house always wins.
Oh my gosh. And this was a year ago.
Unquote.
Yeah, I guess the Kino Casino. Now, Kino Casino is comprised of 2 dudes. You got PPP, it stands for something, I forget what it stands for, and Andy Worski. Both of them are long-term creators, and I guess they came together at some point. Or I don't know the origin story behind Kino Casino.
You're asking them to do
But what they do is they just get on here and they do online sort of commentary, laugh at locals. And Jeremy has become the locale of the month, of perhaps the year even.
super chats. You're asking them
Anything
to
could
get
happen.
channel memberships. You're asking them to do memberships at thequartering.com, Rumblecast, watch the videos, watch the ads, and then they also have to buy the coffee? How much more do you need?
Content creators PPP and Andy Worski have been online for a very long time. They are internet jesters, and together they are the Kino Casino. Unlike Jeremy's prior opposition, their motivation for choosing their targets is not influenced by politics. They don't take themselves or their critiques all too seriously. They do accentuate the absurdity of infamous figures, covering their antics on their live streams spread across months, maybe even years. In Jeremy's case, they are the worst enemy to have because the Kino Casino does what Jeremy does, only infinitely better. Jeremy.
Oh yeah, 100% better. Like, everybody was pissed when the Kino Casino got taken off of YouTube.
He draws online stalemates by sheer attrition.
Like a lot of people.
Or manipulation.
It was just the wrong target. It was the wrong fatho for Jeremy.
Videos against his targets and selectively edits them that accurately responding to them all is unfeasible. Such was the case with Tularian Community College and the H3 podcast. He can maintain his ironically skeptic audience with his deception, knowing that they will only ever watch his video on the matter. The Kino Casino, however, just like Jeremy, weaves narratives about creators they cover. Where Jeremy is reliant on a handful of pejoratives that he uses indiscriminately, the Kino Casino is far more crude, specific, and unconcerned with their insults, as Jeremy would later find. At first, their coverage of Jeremy began in 2024. It was mostly through stories he was tangential to. If anything, they were following Styx Hexenhammer more. Interest in Jeremy grew when Styx failed to show up to his live show. This is when Jeremy found out
all right,
live that his co-host had been arrested for domestic
violence. We might have to skip around here because I don't want to watch the entire thing. Let me see here. Because specifically I'm interested in, hold on. Now, it's also important to remember that Jeremy has built a relationship with Melanie Mack by this point, and several other creators.
Walking up and interrupting the Quartering's crew to get free bags
and that would literally come into play
coffee that were laid out
later
in
on.
Front of their set. They also covered how Jeremy's setup was a fire hazard that...
Okay, we might have to get a little bit here because, let's see.
And oversharing information.
Just because I want to get to the part that had to do with Twitter and his crash out. Hold on, I gotta cut this ad. The music. There we go.
How it has become weaponized against him. His new strategy is to
I might
drag
be skipping
down.
around a bit
this
just
was not so
because
easily accepted as creators and viewers alike had hardly forgotten about
I think we got
to be a line. I don't give a A detailed docs of Jeremy's friend was posted on QB Farms, alongside a separate post detailing Jeremy's friend's criminal history that includes domestic abuse.
Damn.
On April 3rd, Jeremy again tweeted at the Kino Casino, requesting to have a debate/conversation. He also posted the messages he sent to PPP, and the considerably lengthier and far more numerous messages sent to Worski, likely because of their history covering...
Dude, I gotta read some of these. It says, I wish you the best, dude. Hope you're doing great. Bring me on. October 24th, 2025. Andy, why are you afraid to respond? Think of all the content. Friday, February 27th. I guess, 2026. I see you are claiming I resealed packs. I'm happy to come on and disprove that. I have been asking since September to confront the hilarious lies you are telling, and for some reason you are ignoring my messages. I wonder why that is. He says, it's wild you purposely ignored an opportunity for truth for nearly 6 months. It's almost like you know you're lying, loser.
Similar topics in 2018.
He says, hey, let X Josh post it. Is Josh... I forget. I think this is one of the moderators on X. I don't know. I forget. No, wait a minute. X Josh. No, this is the owner of Kiwi Farms. He says, hey, let X Josh post it with all proceeds going to his legal defense fund. Hey, Cookie Casino kids. Yeah, he's posting his...
He'd even petitioned Noel to host the possible debate. Noel responded by clarifying that PPP is...
Okay, so he drags Josh into this. Noel, he goes by, and PPP is mostly after your financials. Depending on the day, you're either loaded or offering to give random causes thousands of dollars or at risk of financial collapse or threatening to fire Hannah Claire. It's tax season. Got your 1099 and itemizations?
After Jeremy's financial information, likely circumventing the debate by mentioning how inconsistent Jeremy...
It is tax season. So that would be February, right? March, April...
is with the status of his finances. Jeremy goes on to claim that he is willing to go on Caleb Hammer's Financial Audit podcast, a request previously made by the Kino
and he never did.
Casino. On their stream, they celebrated this development.
This
perhaps
is great.
Too soon.
He's scared of what's being revealed about the bull. He doesn't want anyone digging any deeper into the situation with his bull, into the Nexium cult, and all of this.
Dude, you gotta you gotta love the costumes.
Prepared to agree to fucking anything. Honestly. And we could probably get a lot more out of Jeremy because we hold all the cards. We have all the leverage in this situation. And I told you guys, the house always wins.
Just one day later, PPP on Twitter shared a screenshot of a community strike.
Oh my god. PPP writes, quartering in a desperate attempt to protect his criminal bull, has flagged down our promo video exposing his crimes. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is when the flagging allegations started, which is what I was trying to get to.
Kino Cathedral promo channel received, not to be confused with their main channel Kino Casino Clips. The Kino Cathedral received a strike for harassment and bullying, PPP claiming it was Jeremy who reported the video and is responsible for the strike. Jeremy on Twitter stated, quote, PPP, a random Canadian, only considered stop spreading slanderous lies about my wife, my friend, and family if I gave him 7 years worth of tax forms. Again, a random fucking nobody demanded my tax forms in order to even consider stopping harassing my family and friends. Fuck him.
So they're just clowning on him through the internet. Jeremy's taking this shit seriously.
Unquote. Jeremy was not going forward.
We got to get to the text though. The texts are where everything starts and everything ends.
With the Caleb Hammer.
Well, ends to the current space we're in now, with Jeremy basically getting clowned on by everyone.
Podcast or any debate for that matter. Later that night, PPP posted again. Another video had been taken down, this time on the Kino...
Another flag. Kino
Casino's main channel for violating YouTube's policy on personally identifying...
Like, the people connected with this have been nuked. Like, flagging is just not something you do. It's not something you want to joke about in this space. It pisses people off.
Information.
It pisses them off.
PPP will later confirm that it was filed by Jeremy's friend. The way the YouTube strike system works is that after a warning and 3 community guideline strikes, the channel is banned. This means that if just 2 more videos are taken down for a community guideline strike, so would the entire Kino Casino clip channel. Worski reported that Jeremy had shown the Courting YouTube channel was not the source of the initial report. Worski also believing that while it may not...
See, the problem is, though, there it is, the drunken rage. The problem with this is, if you start making or even saying or intimating you're going to flag, you are not going to be able to prove that you didn't flag. You can't. People aren't going to buy it. Worski says the quartering flagged down our promo vid in his drunken rage yesterday. He deleted his seething tweets at us yesterday. Did we
Now
miss
that they've been
that?
quartering, Jeremy still has countless other channels, so the possibility of Jeremy being
Like,
the
I
source
wanted to
of the
see the
reports
tweets.
still remains. On the morning of April 5th, Worski stated that their strikes were appealed as to have them overturned, and their videos were restored. The looming threat of a ban was seemingly gone.
Okay, here we
Jeremy
go.
is still being blamed for.
Okay. Quartering writes, if I actually wanted to get them banned easy, I don't want that. I want their ridicule. It's funny, and they're good at what they're good at what they do. I don't think it's crazy to ask them to leave my wife out of it. Worski is responding. Quartering is admitted to flagging us. He's trying to get us banned on Kick. Oh yeah, I heard he tried contacting the CEO of Rumble, and that also got exposed.
The initial reports was claiming that if he wanted,
Or at least he said, again, you don't want to say these things, even if you mean them.
to get them banned,
Especially if you're like the freedom of speech guy. And this guy has always been like freedom of speech. I mean, or what was he? He was begging Elon to make him CEO of Twitter. Freedom of speech going on about, remember this moment, remember this day. I want you to remember this moment. Just like, I don't know, it felt, I don't know. In hindsight, the video is, that clip is crazy. It just, in hindsight, it's crazy.
and he could, claiming either Worski or PPP is a ban evader and that their YouTube channel is a walking terms of service violation.
I'm pretty sure that's not true, though. Like, I think they had been banned, but they were unbanned. Worski, at least.
Worski retorted by believing this was an admission that Jeremy was behind the reports and also posted his YouTube channel as to show he is not ban evading.
There you
Even
go.
so, Jeremy continued to tweet, now more menacingly. Quote, if these
There it is.
clowns keep going after my
If these clowns.
friends and family just because they don't like me, totally fine, I will in fact take everything they have and never apologize for it. Psycho weirdos are messaging my wife, calling her phone, people are harassing my friends. Bro,
How would they get her phone, though? I'm just asking. Like, it probably wouldn't be the most impossible thing to get. I don't know. I just don't know how people find this stuff. And I know that the Kino Casino wasn't posting phone numbers, I don't think.
trust me, fine. There used to be a line, I don't give a fuck what you say about me. But these psychos are harassing my family, my wife, and my friends. They have no rules, and starting today, neither do I.
See, there it is.
You guys have spread disgusting, vile lies about my wife. You literally retweeted a Photoshop picture of her, someone who is not on the internet. I strongly dislike you, but would never dream of bringing your family into anything. I don't think it's crazy to expect two other grown men to understand that my wife, who is not an online person, to be left out of things.
See, this is the problem with creators, though. I mean, when you're attached to, especially if you're a public figure like Jeremy, this is sort of the problem, I guess. And that when you make cringe content with other women, wasn't there a video of him going around at a Ren fair? Like, I think the news on that thing, because here's the thing, he was doing an IRL stream at this Renaissance fair, and he was following around these women and making snide comics, and some of them even sexual, and that came out. I don't even know where that video came from. That was wild when I saw that. I don't even know how old it was. I think it was a few years old at least. But I was looking at that. I was like, wait, does this guy have a wife? Is this before his wife? Or, I mean, it's like, what does your wife think about all this? Because she's not online, but she can get online and see what's going on if she wanted to. There have been, like, I heard rumors of there being, like, an open marriage. Like, he and his wife are in an open marriage, which is I have to assume that's not true, though, just because I don't know. But, I mean, it seems like Andrew Wilson of The Crucible is, like, friends with them low-key with Jeremy Hambley to some degree. I don't know how much their friendship is, and I heard him talking about it, Andrew, and basically he was saying that he doesn't agree with everything that Jeremy does, or what he did. But he seems to be on friendly terms with him. But it would be hard for me to imagine that a dude who's like this Christian conservative guy with more of a traditional marriage is actually friends with somebody who has an open marriage. I could be wrong about all this. I don't know.
The more they push it,
I don't know.
the more I want to become
I'd like
the
to know.
villain they already accuse me of. Unquote. This was viewed as yet another empty threat.
I don't know that that would
one that
preclude
brought on
him
even
from
more
being
ridicule.
friends with him, though.
New to the mix was Jeremy's often uttered inane question, "How was your weekend?" A question Jeremy poses before going on what are viewed as excessive discussions of mundane activities, all in an effort to fill time on his podcast. Jeremy was not being taken seriously. So again, still on April 5th, he reconfirmed
There
his
it is.
threat. Quote,
Yep. This is what got him in trouble. This is what, because, you know, when you make these type of threats, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good if something happens to their channel. It's just not going to look good. And like I said, you're never going to be able to convince people you didn't engage in this. You said you were, right? You said you were going to do this. So, I mean,
first will be
that's
your
that.
YouTube, which is in violation of bannovation. Easy takedown. And next will be your kick. I literally begged
Was
YouTube
it Kick
to
he
be reasonable.
contacted?
I tried everything.
I can't remember if it was
You
Kick or Rumble. Because I think it came out that he tried to contact the owners of both of those sites, or one of them at least, and try to get them removed. I didn't think it worked. I don't think it worked.
Chose this. All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. Unquote. PPP responded by saying that
Please
Jeremy is
dunk on
shameless,
me,
has no power anywhere, and is a cuckold.
My
Jeremy
wife!
then reached out to Noel again as a medium to relay a message.
Not my
He
wife,
demanded
though.
that the Kino Casino take down their videos attacking his marriage, or he will bury them, and that he can burn it all down with his 5 years guaranteed salary at Rumble. In this screenshot, Jeremy
Okay,
claims
well, this-
he has a non-racial slur YouTuber.
This kind of like, we go back here. This kind of might address what I was wondering about earlier. Oh, motherfuck. Many such cases. Hold on. I did it to myself again, and I even
often in support of the Kino Casino.
We're still here!
You literally retweeted a Photoshop picture of her, someone who is not on the internet. I
Okay.
strongly... Jeremy was not
Here we
being
go.
taken
Sorry,
seriously.
sorry.
So again, still on April 5th, he reconfirmed his threat. Quote, first will be your YouTube, which is in violation of bannovation. Easy takedown. And next will be your kick. I literally begged you two to be reasonable. I tried everything. You chose this.
Okay.
All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me.
Please
Unquote.
dunk on me, but not my wife. Not my wife.
PP responded.
I think that's kind of understandable to some degree, but then again, you know, maybe don't talk about your wife.
By stating that Jeremy is shameless, has no
This is
power
another thing. If
anywhere,
you don't
and
want
is a
somebody
cuckold.
talked about, don't talk about him. I won't promise you it'll stop the behavior, or even prevent it. But you know, many such cases, I guess. PPP writes, even Jarbo wasn't this shame. If you don't know who Matt Jarbo is, I don't either. I think he's a guy who got in trouble for false flagging and had to admit to it or some kind of crap. I think he got, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know all the Matt Jarbo. I don't know any Matt Jarbo lore.
Jeremy then reached out to Noel again as a medium to relay a message. He is demanding that the Kino Casino take down their videos attacking his marriage, or he will bury them, and that he can burn it all down with his
See, this is the thing. This
years
is the thing that got him in
guaranteed salary at
trouble.
Rumble. In this screenshot, Jeremy
Like you make messages like this, and it goes down, you're gonna be blamed. That's that.
claims he
And
had
there's literally nothing you could do to prove otherwise because you have like 1,000 McMillion channels.
as a non-racial
You could do it from any account.
YouTube representative, and all it will take
And
is
when you
one
make
phone
messages like this at the public, you kind of galvanize your base to do the same thing. Like your fans, which is literally being alleged.
call. The medium of communication would become exceedingly important in the coming days. As for Jeremy's threats, PPP posted this message and refused Jeremy's offer, calling it a Mafia Don extortion tactic. That was the final straw. In the early morning of April 6th, Jeremy promised scorched earth.
Yep.
More mockery came as a response to Jeremy's newest threat. Kiwi Farms celebrated both Jeremy's rage and how well-fed PPP from the Kino Casino would be in monetizing Jeremy. As many hours had gone by and Jeremy had failed to make good on his threats, his Twitter replies had become so filled with comments mocking him that even the ones he purposely hid were so numerous they possibly outnumbered the unhidden replies. Even Noel commented on Jeremy's inaction. Finally, Jeremy began streaming, and many viewers anticipating the stream both joined and were banned.
What is this Walmart is racist?
Likely for their comments. Noel also commented on the stream as Jeremy
Hey mate, you said you were going to talk about Kino Casino. Should I unfeature the thread? Did you change your mind?
Jeremy was not even talking about the Kino Casino, rather returning to his standard programming. The scope of mockery was increasing. More creators were jumping in to denounce Jeremy, often in support of the Kino.
Let's look at some of the comments on this video. It says, I shit myself in Walmart. It was epic. I can remember it like it was yesterday because I was a young 36. The irony of him saying he's not a snowflake when he would eventually get so upset over one single low review on his coffee. Jeremy calling anyone else unkempt is massive projection. That $500 donation for the Walmart story was worth every penny and can be the downfall of Jeremy's low seven-figure empire. He's in constant inner conflict where he wants to brag about being rich, and flaunt his wealth by buying pointless stuff, but he also e-begs every time he has any real expense. Dude, you have to take a look at his room full of arcade machines and know the guy's not very good with money.
We're still here,
I mean, I can't say anything.
Jeremy Hambly of Wisconsin.
It turned out that this was not the first time a threat of the sort came from Jeremy. In 2018, creator Mr. Medicare was fighting with Sargon of Akkad and had the possibility of getting his channel struck or perhaps even banned just by the act of a viewer donating a racist message. The quartering threatened to do such a thing, going as far as to demand to confront him, but only on Medicare.
Isn't that something you do, though? You could, block that type of stuff? I don't know. If I were in that space, that's what I would do. Blacklist every slur, every word.
Medicare's live stream as to send a racist message to possibly
and then
get
blacklist
his channel
all
banned.
the alternate
While Medicare
spellings.
failed to agree to Jeremy's terms, Jeremy himself began streaming and accepted a call from Keemstar. It was then that Keemstar added Medicare to the call, assuring the confrontation would happen, just not on Medicare's channel as Jeremy demanded.
You basically said, I can't wait to fucking super chat you 1488. Wink, wink, Jim. Oh my God, are you scared of the audience? You scared of what happened to Ralph? I'm going to super chat you 1488. Wink, wink. Fuck you.
No, that's not what I said.
You're obvious. Fuck you.
That's not what I said.
That was what Jeremy, in essence, said.
You just told me you didn't say it, though. But you did.
You did
say it. Just like you said, you know.
So let's,
Bum. Oh, come on, Jim. Let me get you flagged.
Oh, come on, Jim. Let me run gay ops and deplatform you. It's been a long time.
You don't have a reputation that precedes you. You're just some fucking guy on YouTube like everybody else.
Dude, speaking of gay ops, there were some YouTubers out there pretending not to know what it was while also running gay ops.
You assume I would flag your shit.
Which, if I got this correct, a gay op is basically just the idea of running, subterfuge tactics of flagging, for instance. I guess that's the most simplest explanation of that. I guess. I could be wrong.
Kind of does have a reputation.
Many such cases.
And pretty much everybody hates him, and now
Star from the top.
This 2018 stream had one more standout comment from Jeremy.
Your content isn't even art, Jim. Your content isn't even artistic.
Going after Jim Medicare.
Yeah, that's
somebody else I don't even know about.
I mean,
your content isn't artistic.
Let's speed ahead here.
Stating how easy it would be to get their channel banned. Citing PPP, not Andy Worski, as the band evader. Jeremy, in another deleted tweet, even alluded to getting their Kick channel banned. Just when it appeared that Jeremy was going to take the Kino Casino down.
It says here, the quartering says, the final time I will address this controversy. There have been some folks having a lot of fun at my expense. It's been going on for a year, and I never said anything about it until recently, when they started inventing vile lies about my wife, my family, and me, of course. Thing I forget is, this is the internet. Can't spend all day responding to every single new insane claim. That's what they want. I've been doing this long enough to know better. I should never have even implied anything about taking their channel down. That's not okay. It's cringe. It's bad. It was getting emotional. It was getting me emotional. I guess it's harder to brush things off now that I'm in my mid-40s. Is he in his mid-40s? I thought he was 43. I was 43 at one point, I guess. Let's see what else he says.
He posted this multi-paragraph tweet, now saying that he should have never implied anything about...
So it was the wife.
...taking their channel down, and that it was him getting emotional. Even though he is displeased with the rumors they've spread, he also understands the error in oversharing information and how it has become weaponized against him. His new strategy is to write it out. This was not so easily accepted as creators and viewers alike had hardly forgotten about the gravity of...
This streamer, no wait, this Twitter account says, you tried and failed to take away your critics' livelihoods, Jer. You don't get to apologize for spurging when people connect the dots with info you and your bull put online. Check yourself into a rehab. He really should. He really should. I mean, it might help.
Jeremy's previous.
Because I know when you get sort of crazy outside yourself, it makes you do things, say things.
Threats.
Shouldn't be saying. Shoe on head. It is even. Shoe on head writes, threatening to platform the channel is like threatening to use a nuke in the world of the internet. Yep. True.
Jeremy on his gaming stream was getting harassed like never before.
Like it's so bad.
This was meant to be the
It's
pinnacle
so
of the scandal.
bad.
The pinnacle of outrage directed at Jeremy.
Like even people connected with Jeremy are getting like criticized to hell, especially when they come out and try to sweep for him or try to give even the appearance that they're sweeping.
In reality, it was just the beginning. On April 10th, the Kino Casino's biggest channel, their Clip channel, was banned for violating YouTube's...
Yep, there it is. There it is. And it was April 10th. I remember this, hearing about this. It's like they got it taken down. And, of course, all fingers went flying to Jeremy. Like, you know. Like you do. Like you would. The guy basically said, I'm going to take your channel down.
Terms of service. On Twitter, PPP stated on the matter, quote, "Well, sure to his word, quartering flagged down our entire Clip channel for quote-unquote ban invasion. He really is the most pathetic worm you could possibly imagine. Free speech warrior my ass.
Oh.
Our channel is under attack."
Oh. And the other thing is, you can't be that guy. You don't want to be that guy, especially if you're the guy that's like, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, please. I'll have some freedom of speech, please. Please. You can't be that guy. Bad luck all around. Horrible look, and it doesn't shock me that I got a lot of fingers thrown at him. I might have to take a small break here. It won't take me very long, but we're going to finish up here and move on to the next thing I wanted to take a look at and review, Chrissy Meyer. But let's see if there's more information here.
Hundreds of creators and Twitter users...
Again, big shout out to JoonTheKing. Recommend you go check him out. It's JoonTheKing. Go give him a like, go give him a sub, go watch the entire video, go listen to it.
We're quote tweeting and
It's a lot of good information here if you're just trying to get caught up on the Jeremy Hambley situation.
For the Kino Casino, Andy Worski reconfirmed the reason the channel was taken down was for ban evasion, just like Jeremy threatened. Even Andy Worski's main channel was banned just minutes afterward. Jeremy shared this photo.
I'm pissed off that YouTube never reinstated that channel, because there was no ban evasion according to what... from what I could tell.
And message about receiving a gift from his wife, mentioning that his birthday weekend was kicking off right. The gift was a box of sorts that included decorated playing cards, a die, and even casino chips. This was thought to be a direct reference to the Kino Casino.
I bet you he bought that for himself too. Like his wife is probably at work right now. I mean, come on. It's just so on the nose.
And they're banning.
I mean, it's got to be
1
real,
hour
right?
later, the quarterings weekend took a dark turn. Quote, "In the last 5 hours, people have shown up at my house. Caller ID blocked numbers have called both mine and my wife's phones. My channel has received multiple reports."
I mean, and is any of this real?
I assume this is because,
I mean, it's pretty easy to play the victim after all this goes down, right? It's like, well, look at me. I'm getting attacked.
In front of Israel deranged people, this stuff is insane. Unquote. As evidence that he was not the source of the banning, Jeremy posted his flagging
So you could even do that. You literally have like 16 to 22 YouTube. You could have all the YouTube accounts, right? You own every single YouTube channel. But when you have that many channels, it's kind of impossible to beat the allegations. I'm just saying, it's really hard. Nobody's going to believe you, especially if you make. I've been told 27 tweets saying I'm going to take down your channel.
For the Jeremy Hambley channel and his quartering live channel. Both report histories were empty, even going as far to say that the Kino Casino were wrongfully banned and that they should 100%.
True. Bring them back. I don't think they're going to bring them back. I think the news is that channel's gone. I think they got permission to do another channel, but they got to wait like a couple days or something. Last I heard.
Restored. Worski, however,
so the Kino Casino will return, and they're still on YouTube. You could find clips and stuff. It's just it's not owned by them.
Was attempting to contact the owner of Rumble, claiming that Jeremy got the Kino Casino banned.
Yep.
Hambley really fucked up today. Like, he's done like the horrible thing that he could have possibly done.
While there was no definitive evidence that Jeremy
is literally your own DMs and your own words.
Kino Casino then shifted to cover.
Yeah, again, Jeremy also claimed that he had some type of some source at YouTube that he was going to use in order to get what he wanted. And I don't know if that's actually true. I mean, it sounds like it actually is true, because I think the casino came out and said, yeah, we got that person removed from our case so that we could escalate it. I think they had to go through the legal.
Covering a long history of Jeremy's hypocrisy involving harassment, it kills Jeremy's average view duration and makes YouTube promote his videos less and less. That was not the case with Jeremy's YouTube Shorts. These videos have been far outperforming his standard videos. Upon viewing any of these, the reason is rather clear. Jeremy takes a viral video, adds 3 seconds of introductory commentary.
Oh, I've seen these. I wasn't sure what to do. I wasn't sure what to make of these when he started putting those out. Let me go back a little bit, because I might need that information. He's also been accused of stealing content.
Casino's viewers would have to do for the meantime. On Jeremy's kick, a lone viewer subscribed to spam the chat full of Kino Casino emotes. The most frequently used is an image exemplifying Jeremy's balding. And on Kiwi Farms, it was discovered that Jeremy has the Kino Casino followed on his kick account. And on the 15th, yet another video was taken down covering Jeremy. Even still, this hardly did anything to slow down the many new videos being made on him. Videos that were outperforming Jeremy's own videos in the YouTube search. Another reason Jeremy's videos are being outperformed by those covering him is that the comment sections
See, the damage is already done. Once you put out those tweets, it's over. Okay, if something happens to the Kino Casino, you're going to get blamed. So there's no way you're out of it. They're out of it.
Of detractors. These people click on a video for the singular purpose.
Now you're just known as a community flagger, whether it's true or not.
So commenting. Because they only watch a second or two before pausing and leaving, it kills Jeremy's average view duration and makes YouTube promote his videos less and less. That was not the case with Jeremy's YouTube Shorts. These videos have been far outperforming his...
See, Andy Worski says 80% of Quartering's views are from stolen content on his shorts. He always brags that he makes 22 videos a day, but 18 of them are him saying something for 5 seconds and then playing someone's stolen video. What a bum.
Standard videos. Upon viewing any of these, the reason is rather clear. Jeremy takes a viral video, adds 3 seconds of introductory commentary, and that is his entire contribution. This is a compilation a Twitter user made of such a thing.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I've seen these. I wasn't sure what people were talking about when he says, when the allegation came out that he was just stealing videos. I'd literally see this kind of content all over the place, though.
Check this out.
Well, here we
You
go.
should, and this looks like the results are very fire. Let me know what you think in the comments.
What do you think?
Check this out. Again, check this out.
Jeremy was not pleased.
Check this out. Guys, check this out. Check out my YouTube. Check it out. If you guys are, hold on, I screwed it up. Fuck it. Just subscribe. Subscribe to DingoCast. Hit the subscribe button. Check this out.
With the criticism directed at his YouTube Shorts.
All right, well, that is the show for today.
Okay, I think we're going to hang this one up and go on to the next thing I wanted to look at. Again, check out JoonTheKing. He makes some pretty good videos. He makes some long videos. He makes them long. But before we go on to the next thing, I'm going to take a small break.
Sleepy Dingo, ghost of the Dingo media show, lonely Dingo, gonna have a drinko, then sleepo, then get up and idle, a soup and cracker, one cracker, Oklahoma Sea, go to sleep and cruise.